Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to Footy Judge. More people, big up everyone that is here. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Listen, Man United yesterday won against Pep Guardiola, who I think got upset. You guys gonna show your cameras, or we're gonna do this show with hidden cameras?
What is Will's one about?
Cameras. Big up. Pep is leaving, and Arsenal fans are happy that Pep is leaving. Arsenal fans are absolutely happy that Pep is leaving, and also we're joined by Ahmed as well. So new overlay as well. Big up everybody that is here. Listen, Man United, Ahmed deserves to be on the top because he won, and I don't know, Martin, because he's a guest, he deserves to be on the top. Big up everybody that is here. Listen, Pep is leaving. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but Chelsea set to appoint the Zerbi, of course. But we're here not to only talk about these things. We're to talk about Man United had a better season than Arsenal.
Woo! Let's go. Better season than Arsenal.
But let's start first. I think it's first thing we start. I think it's the first thing we start. The first thing to start with I want to start with Pep leaving, and I want to get what you guys are saying, to be honest.
When is Pep leaving? When is Pep leaving? You said end of
2025.
Let's wait till then, because that's how we heard that Xavi was leaving Barcelona, and then all of a sudden they turned around and said, "Oh, he's going to stay for one more extra year."
Yeah, but we know why, man. We know why.
Yeah, like
cooked, bro. Come on.
Let me know when he leaves. Finally, like my thing is Pep is Pep, man, regardless of what anybody says. So, and City today I was looking at manager wages. And I think he's, apart from Simeone, he's one of the highest paid managers as well. Like, I think he's on, 19 million a year? Like, if City offers double of that, he'll stay. He'll stay for a couple more years. I'm just saying, like, unless he's tired. Now, and here's the question. Is Pep really tired of winning? I don't think he is. So, yeah. But of course, in an alternative universe, if he leaves, then it throws the league wide open, because I think that every other manager in the league right now are not too they are not too far away, super far away from each other in experience, basically experience wise. I don't think they're too far away from each other. So if he leaves, it just throws the league open, makes it a lot more, because Klopp would leave.
Leave it for Arteta to. Okay, so hold on. I have a question for everyone. If Arteta doesn't win the league next season and Pep leaves and Pep wins it, does that make Arteta stay one more year?
Definitely.
For Arsenal.
As an Arsenal fan, no. This is the season I think
you have to ask an Arsenal fan that question, man. Because
yeah, but that's what I said. I said as an Arsenal fan, I already.
fair enough.
Footy Judge, I've said this many times to you. I've said this to you many times. I said for me right now, the manager market. When I say it stinks because the people that I want are not available. That's what I mean by stinks, right? So I would rather keep Arteta, who did not regress, for another year, and he has to win something next year, because I'd rather back him with all the money he needs this year.
Which year?
This season we're about to start. He has to win something now. Like,
what if he doesn't win? Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So if he doesn't,
because it's related to what if he doesn't win?
That's what I just said. He
doesn't win, and Pep leaves.
Mo, you didn't hear what I said. I said if he doesn't win, I get him out and bring somebody else this year. And Pep leaves.
Even if Pep leaves,
I'm getting him out. Because you know why? Because it's principle, right? I've given you 5 years to build. I've given you all the money that you need. Even in the year that Pep is leaving, right? Let's say we know Pep is leaving. Even if Pep leaves, then I go get somebody else. Because if the manager market if Zidane turns around next year, Pep wins it again next year, and Zidane says, "Okay, I'll come work in the Premiership, and we can get Zidane." Are you saying I shouldn't go for him? So I'm saying, once the manager market opens up again, and there's more, because next year a bunch of managers, their contracts are ending in different places. But if they don't renew and Arteta doesn't win anything, there's no point in keeping him. Maybe his job is done, no sentiments attached. His job is done in the sense that he's built us to where he needs to build us to, and we bring somebody else to just take us over the line. It's like a
think about the future where Arteta wins, and if he wins the send off he wants, and Pep gets out of the way so his friend Arteta can win a few Premier Leagues.
No, I get that. I'm saying if I tell,
but like, they just want us to think about the worst possible scenario and then put us in like this like we have to say Arteta must leave, and then Pep goes, and then Arteta goes to City and starts beating us. They can't wait to do that.
No, my thing is Arteta just needs to win something next season. He needs to. I mean, this season a lot of people said he said he didn't take the cup, the League Cups seriously. I said, well, I don't buy that, because the team that he fielded in the League Cups were strong enough to win. They just didn't take their chances. I mean, Liverpool that knocked us out of the FA Cup, we outplayed them, but they scored the goals, but we outplayed them. So my thing is, he took it seriously. He put the right team in there. Sadly, they didn't take their chances, and we got knocked out of the League Cup. They need to take it more seriously next year. So my thing is, win something, because you built a solid squad. Now win something with them. Let them get a taste of winning, and then we'll see what happens after that. And like I said, I'm not one of those Arsenal fans that is sentimentally attached to any player or any coach or any manager. If there's a better manager out there and the club needs to grow, it's like running a business. If I need to bring in the best marketing guy, and I have a marketing guy already who's been doing a great job, dude, it's either I move you on and bring that guy in to take my company to the next level, or, and that's it. Or I back up the person that I have with all the money that he needs to be able to step up the company. It's either or, so I'm not sentimental about anybody that runs my club. I just want the best people to be there. Simple.
Yeah, 100%. Because like, if you compare it to when Fergie was in the league and Mourinho coming in, all these guys, they still got sacked because the metric was still to win the league. Doesn't matter if Fergie's there dominating the league. There's still a certain level you have to reach. It's such a poor excuse to be saying something like, oh, Pep was here, so, it's difficult. No, like, if you don't win, you don't win.
Do you think we should sack Arteta right now, Ches?
That's it. Sorry?
Do you think we should sack Arteta right now?
No, I agree you could have this season, but I hear the argument to give him one more year to get his full squad. That's a push for me. I wouldn't have done that, but I hear the argument. If he doesn't win anything this year.
So you wouldn't have done that? You would have
I'm saying anything, because even if, for example, if he was to win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, people like seeing Turkish online say, I don't want to win the Carabao Cup. I didn't wait 20 years for that. But it shows you can still win. And then you could give him a little bit of leeway and make context shit. When he doesn't win anything, there's no context. Because Pep's unbeatable, but an Ahmed's team literally just showed that he is beatable.
Do you think that if we won the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, people would be happy for him to stay?
It doesn't suffice your standards, but what it does is you can allow context for reasons why he didn't win the league or the Champions League. But when you don't win nothing, there's no context. You're just not good enough.
I think that people like Turkish are just saying that it's not enough to keep him in the job. It's just anyway, Marco.
What were you saying?
No, but so that brings you to the point of, and I wanted to start with Man United yesterday before we come to the question about who's having a better season and all this stuff. Man United yesterday. Does anybody here think that Ten Hag deserves another year? Well, Ahmed,
nope.
Anybody?
No.
Yeah, man. I think he needs it. I think he needs another season, man. You know what I mean? We need him there, man. I believe him.
No.
By the Man U fans' logic, all the Man U fans that I've spoken to who have said, listen to this, that they've had a better season than us, right? Even though when Arteta did this same thing, came 8th and had the FA Cup in that same year, they said Arteta sucked, that it was a failed season. But in their logic this time around, it's a more successful season than Arsenal. The season that we came 8th and had the FA Cup, they came 3rd, right? They qualified for Champions League and they said, oh, Arteta, you guys came 8th, you got an FA Cup. It's not a successful season. But fast forward a few years down the line, they're in that position now, 8th and an FA Cup, and they're calling it a more successful season. So by your logic, you need to keep Erik ten Hag, based on what you guys said then. So I'm just going by that logic.
Yeah, plus he had injuries, he never had his
exactly, bro.
He had to play football to survive.
I think you also need to think about, look at the structure, bro. The structure's not been great. They fixed the structure now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And he's got back-to-back trophies. He's got back-to-back trophies. You now have the structure. So you guys need to keep him. You even
upgrade the cups. You need more stability. You never know, man. Europa League next.
You need more stability. You need stability in the club. And now that you have that in the back room, your administration, the people running the club,
Like I said, thanks for the FA Cup, but bounce. He can bounce, by the way. He can bounce. He won us the FA Cup. Like I said, I'm not going to forget about this whole Premier League season, and how we came bottom of the Champions League. We finished 8th, statistically our worst finish, So like I said, we won a trophy, but that don't change anything. That this guy's still not a good coach. He's still not a good coach. So when people make the comparison with him and Arteta,
But I
Arteta,
just have to say thank you
Arteta.
as well, Ahmed. Ahmed, thanks
Yeah,
for knocking
oh.
Chelsea to Conference League. Thank you.
Huh?
Just continue. I said
Oh
thank you
yeah,
for
yeah.
knocking.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you, man.
Dio. You're
Appreciate
welcome,
it.
by the way. You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it,
You're
bro.
welcome.
Good
No
job.
worries, man. But like I said,
I just love how people change their position so
No.
often in this game.
Whose
right?
position?
Who?
Listen, don't worry, my FFP's
Not
coming.
the Manchester United fan. I think he's being consistent, right? But so
No.
Arsenal fans, when it's their position, when they finish second and don't win anything, they had a better season than Manchester United, who actually
one
won
said that.
something.
That's not what I
No one
said.
said that.
No one said that. I'm
So
talking
they
about.
had a better season than you, yes or no?
I don't care about
Okay,
Manchester United.
my opinion, right? And this is what I said yesterday. I don't know if Mo heard this. I said, according to me, they had a better season because when we were in the same position, I told them that we had a better season. And this is my logic for them for saying they had a better season. We both made it to Europe. We didn't win any trophy. They won a trophy. So those two things, we both made it to Europe. We're both going to be in Europe. Great. Now they have a trophy to show for their season. I don't have a trophy to show for my season. It means, according to me, they had a better season because when Arsenal came 8th and had the FA Cup, I told Man U fans I've had a better season, and they talked me down. They said it's a lie.
You know what it is,
We
Mario?
came third. We came third. We made it to Champions League. You guys are crap. And so I said, okay, by your logic, then, if I use that same logic that you used for me, then that means you're saying I've had a better season than you. That's all I'm saying.
But you know what it is, Dio? You know what it is, yeah? I've been Ten Hag out for the whole season. I haven't changed my tune once, by the way. And people were telling me, you still Ten Hag out. Like I said, this trophy does not change my stance on this guy. We've sacked Louis van Gaal after winning an FA Cup. We sacked Jose Mourinho after winning 2 trophies. I don't see the exception of why Ten Hag deserves special treatment. The guy, we had our worst finish. Injuries is an excuse. I don't buy into this whole injuries because Chelsea have faced injuries. Tottenham have faced injuries. Newcastle have faced injuries. So for me, I'm staying consistent in it. I still want him gone. Because this just proves, even under a poor manager, even our worst season, we can still win something. So if we had a proper manager in place, not only are we going to be winning cups, we're going to be also transferring that into the Premier League as well.
Don't you think that does a bit of disservice to Ten Hag?
It does transfer, right? The league season does not transfer. That form does not transfer to any cup competition. It just doesn't.
He's a cup manager. He's not a Premier League manager,
right? So like this whole concept that Manchester United had a better season than Arsenal is just silly, in my opinion. It's absolute goofiness.
That's silly.
Yeah. Arsenal had a far better season than Manchester United did. I'm sorry, they just did.
I never said you.
Manchester United had a better cup run than Arsenal, but they didn't have a better season.
But surely, like being able to put those parts together and win a cup against Pep in a final should be worth something to reevaluate.
It's worth something. It's worth
terrible.
an FA Cup. It's
No,
worth
no,
it.
management
Doesn't mean you had a better season.
I think it's just a better ending to the season. I think, you know what I mean? Like,
better ending, a better situation.
Season,
a better cup run.
But you know what it is?
I disagree with that, though.
I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I'm saying Arsenal had a better season than Manchester United. I hate Arsenal. I don't want to give them any credit.
What Arsenal fans are praising their team for, what everyone's praising their team for, Mo being a corrupt judge does all the time, is Arsenal are building towards doing the metric which Man United achieved, which is they're building a team to win trophies. That's the irony. So if you're winning trophies and not building a team, but it keeps working that way, it's the same outcome.
And yet people made fun of Spurs fans for being a cup team whenever we couldn't do anything but win cups.
No, but the fact is, if Man United was to do this for the next 5 years, have a new manager do the same thing, and Arsenal to only pick up 1 Premier League or 1 trophy, they've had a better tenure than Arsenal have.
No, but what I'm saying is
someone has been listening.
But Arsenal's team would have progressed to win the trophies, but the other teams actually winning anyway. So it depends which way you want to look at it. I'd look at it as trophies are the biggest metric of success because at the end of the day, that's what everyone leans towards at the end of the conversation. Process this, page this, players this, man. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Because if your team wins, that's the only thing. But obviously, you want your team to progress in order for your team to win more. So that's the argument that should be happening. Not whether it's definitely a better season for them, 100%. Also progressed their team.
Okay, so hold on. So you're saying any major honor that you have won is a trophy that is recognized by the FA. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No.
Are you just talking about trophies that you rate? Because if you're going to talk about, hold on. No, because the argument should be the argument. Chaz, hold on, Chaz. I'm trying to clarify what I'm just trying to understand. Hear me out.
How silly is that?
Hear me out. I'm just trying to understand. I'm saying because according to the FA, right, there's different honors that they consider major honors, and there are honors that they don't consider major honors. So when they're rating your club and they're counting certain trophies, like for example with Manchester United or with Liverpool, and they say, oh, Liverpool has the most trophies in the whole of England, they count different, of course, the league, FA Cup, Community Shield, all that. They count all of that. They count all those trophies as part of why they have a total of whatever it is that they have. Yeah. So if we're counting all of that, are you saying that Arsenal winning the Community Shield this year, going second, cannot be? So Man United with 8th and then the FA Cup, because according to the FA, the Community Shield is a. I don't rate it as a fan. Don't get me wrong. I don't rate it, but they rate. But they rate it. So
your point is.
So with that, so this is not about just banter. This is about what is legally.
Yeah, I know you're
recognized by the FA.
There's nothing legal. You're not going to court.
No. I mean, like I'm saying what the FA record. I'm saying what the FA. I'm saying what the FA recognizes. I'm just saying what the FA recognizes. So that's why I want.
But just because, but just because the FA recognizes it doesn't mean that, you know.
Yeah. On that point, obviously he's been extremely.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just like I can read the definition for you.
You're being very shameless, which is okay. Like it's okay to accept.
This is not about being shameless. That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to clarify. Are we based? Hear me out. I wanted to clarify. Are we based? Cheers. Wait. That's why I was asking this question. I wanted to clarify if we're basing it on what the FA recognizes or what we, the fans, recognize as trophies. If it's based on what we, the fans, recognize
as trophies, then
let's carry on.
He needs things to be broken down into small pieces to use critical thinking. Okay, let me remove the flipping Charity Shield Cup from our trophies.
Exactly.
Let's talk major trophies, which is Carabao. FA.
Carabao not a major.
I'm saying
it's way more major than Community Shield.
Trophies we count into the overall, not like major.
Yes. Carabao's Cup is.
There we go.
It's funny that people want to win cups. Carabao, people really want to win trophies, right?
One set mine. Europa, and Champions League. Yeah, cool. Those are the trophies we count towards our overall count. That's what they was asking me. If I'm counting those, then your process is going to lead you to winning all of those trophies. But if you don't win them, and the club who's doing it the backwards way, which is no process but winning trophies, the metric you still use is trophies.
So which one do you want?
I agree. I agree. Chaz, you and I are on the same page. I agree with you that the metric is trophies. I agree with you that the metric is trophies. I'm not saying you're wrong about that. What I was just trying to understand, because the truth is I had this similar conversation in this group chat and somebody asked about it and I was like, look, according to me, there are certain trophies that I don't rate as a fan. If my club wins it, I don't. Like I'm not going to go out and be like, oh my god, look, we won this. No, look at Carabao Cup. I'm not going to go and make noise about it. I'll be like, you know what? Hey, we can do better than this. But I wanted to understand if we're just basing this trophy winning thing based on what fans rate, because you know what we rate as most fans is the Champions League, the Prem, Europa, and then maybe the FA Cup. Like
he said to me, "Would you want Chelsea to have both process and winning?" That's what I've said to you, man. I'll say it now.
That comes down to
if the Zerbi comes in, we get top 4 in the Carabao Cup, I'll be very pleased because I'm hitting 2 objectives. Trophies that go to amount, like Deo said, to my overall, and I'm processing up the league. I don't want to just be doing one or the other. Exactly. So I'm being consistent. So Man U,
every club is going to be built from the inside differently, anyways. Because of course we don't have $1 billion to spend like Chelsea, and then we don't have that whole like you said, you want to do both at the same time. Every club treats their club the way they want to run their club differently. Now, as a fan, would I want it to be faster? Of course. Would I have been happy if the Cronkies came in and the same year they came in, Arteta came in, they gave him 800 million that day and they got rid of players, canceled contracts, brought the best guys? Or would I have been happy if they even went back then and brought Zidane and just started winning? Of course. But you have to get to a point where you're like, look, this is where my club is at and this is where my club is going to. It's either I'm on board with it or I go join another club. It's that simple.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is. I remember having a conversation on the stream here, saying, "Oh, Man United is finished. Man United is this. Man United is that." Like I said, we've just had our worst season statistically, and we left with something. It's called football heritage, by the way. Man United heritage. This is why I talk like this, bro. We're big United. We just left something with an FA Cup. Arsenal, you lot play good football, good manager, good team, but you're left with nothing. Yeah,
But
I'm
you
not-
want to be us.
Martin, don't interrupt.
You want to be us.
Hold on.
Let him kill himself. Let him kill himself.
Let him
Hold on.
finish. Let him finish.
Finish.
Look,
Yeah.
look. Everyone is so mad saying, "Oh, why are you Ten Hag out?" Look. From a Tottenham's perspective, yeah, obviously because we won a trophy, they would take that. I'm speaking from a Man United perspective. We had our worst season finish. We got absolutely obliterated in the Champions League, yeah. And yes, we won an FA Cup. He's a 55-year-old man, Ten Hag, who's older than Pep Guardiola. I'm not going to wait and build a project. Exactly, there it is. See, these type of things, I don't forget. He's
Just
done
for
more.
context.
There's been more cons than pros with this manager. He left on a good note. Thank you very much for the FA Cup. Time to build with a new manager now. Yeah, this just proves no matter how bad Man United are, we can still win trophies because it's Man United. Yeah, post Ferguson, we weren't even that great. Still got 2 FA Cups. A Europa
We were
League.
terrible and we won FA Cups too, and it wasn't good enough.
and
for
that
us.
was our worst. And that was our worst season. That was our worst season too.
Let
That
me
was
say
our
something.
worst season.
But
So
you
what
don't
are you
have
saying?
European-
It doesn't.
Why is
no, listen.
everybody showing me the phones? I don't get this.
That
What
was
is
that
this
was.
thing
See,
with-
look, see,
I'm
Ahmed,
adding
Ahmed,
context to his
Ahmed,
point about
Ahmed,
Champions League,
Ahmed,
innit?
Ahmed, you keep
Champions
saying the
League,
worst
exactly.
season.
Champions League, we were
Ahmed,
obliterated.
in our worst season, we
Kobe
won.
Mino.
Ahmed, in our
High
worst season, we
star
won
boy,
the FA
Kobe.
Cup too. We won
Leo,
the
why is
FA
this
Cup.
about
So
you?
what-
He's talking about his
One
own
at a
team.
time. One at a
I'm
time.
saying-
I haven't
One
been
at
on
a
the
time.
same.
Guys,
Bro, I don't know why they're
guys,
bringing it back to
one
Arsenal.
at a time, please.
I-
One at a time.
Yes,
And
all I'm
before-
saying is
Can we do before that, guys? There's about over 600 of you here, and we aren't even on 200 likes. The like button, I know you're being entertained. The like button is underneath your live chat. These guys are giving me the time, are giving you the time, giving you entertaining. The least thing you can do is like the damn video underneath your live chat, right? I'm gonna stop and do the super chats if they're related to it. Ask Chaz those UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League clubs if they are in Club World Cup.
Come on, heritage. See you there, Ahmed. See you there.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
But if you
I
want to
can't
go
lie
by
to
what
you.
the
I can't lie to
I
you.
was
UEFA
wishing you there,
recognizes,
Will.
if
I
you
was
want to go
wishing
by the
you
legal
there, Will.
terms, by what UEFA
Will,
recognizes,
I
the
was
Club
wishing
World
you
Cup is not a
there.
I
European
can't,
trophy.
I can't lie to you,
Hello.
man.
Where
I
are you
can't
in
lie
the
to you,
trophy,
man.
mate?
I'm praying FFP
Huh?
saves me. I'm praying
You know,
FFP saves
no,
me.
but you know what? You know what? I
One
remember
at a
that.
time. Again, we're too many.
Yeah.
We don't have to do monologues, but we do like 1 point at a time so people can hear us. I know
No, no,
Will was saying something. Go ahead, Will. Just give me a
Go
second.
on.
No, I just think it's funny, right? Arsenal fans like to say they have more than one European Cup to their history, but then they don't want to go by what UEFA counts. They want to go by what they don't count. It's like everybody just chooses whatever side's beneficial for him. I find it comical.
we're not even
Nobody
talking
has
about
any
Arsenal right now. I want to
consistency.
get back to Ahmed for a second, right? Okay,
That's
so
what we're talking about,
Arsenal
Go
went
on,
through
go
a
on.
period that you just went through, right? With Arteta,
Yeah.
we lost 8 out of 11 games. We drew 3 others. Arteta should have been sacked. You guys were all here. It was fun times dunking on Arsenal, right?
Okay.
Now, if you want to get to the point where your club is playing good football with a good team, you have to give a manager long enough to get the players in to do that. Now, if you keep sacking your manager every year and trying to start again and win a trophy instantly, you're not going to get to the point where you're playing good football. So
No, but-
if people
Okay.
want instant gratification of a trophy, of a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, and people want to celebrate that, that's fine. But if you want to become a really good footballing team, you're going to have to pick a manager and trust them for some
Okay.
actual period.
By
And
the way,
they're
can
gonna
I
have to
ask, I'm
invest
sorry.
money.
I know
Go on.
respond to that before Ahmed goes.
Go
This is very subjective, what you just said about good football thing. It's a very subjective thing.
No,
If
they
you
were
ask-
talking about it. Like he was talking about dead
If-
football, that they lost to this. You
Yeah,
have to suffer to
exactly.
get to the good
Yeah,
part.
but that's
Okay,
his
okay,
point.
okay.
At the end, I'm going to get Ahmed to talk. The question that you need to ask yourself is that we're all sitting here assuming that Arteta will win trophies, major ones. This is what everyone is building
I'm not
assumptions
assuming
on.
that.
You know what I mean? But hold
I'm
on.
not
This is what
assuming that.
Arsenal fans keep saying. This is why the question is relevant if you ask it like this. Because this conversation is dead if Arteta wins the Premier League or the Champions League next season. It's dead.
Yeah.
There is no point of asking the question.
Facts.
But the assumptions are Arteta stays next season. He's gonna have 5.5 years without winning, right? And if I ask, let me
Wait,
first
he won
start
an
by
FA Cup.
asking.
Don't delete the FA Cup.
Mine, man.
Okay, he won the FA Cup in the
Mm.
beginning. Let me ask
Don't
before
forget.
I actually go on. I'm gonna ask the two Arsenal
yeah,
fans a
because
question.
that's what everybody does.
Hold on, before because people think you're assuming the worst situation. Martin, are you favorites to win the Premier League next season?
For me or for everyone else?
Yes.
You.
Yeah.
For me,
no,
I would
Ahmed,
say we
yeah.
are favorites.
You are favorites. Dayo?
I don't think we're favorites for next season.
All right.
And I'll tell you why. No,
Okay,
no,
hold
no,
on.
and I'll tell
Hold
you why.
on. You
and
don't
I'll
have
tell-
to explain it.
just
You
a
don't have
quick
to
reason.
explain it.
Mo
You
Cook,
don't
Mo
have
Cook.
to explain it because you know why you don't have to explain it? Because everything can change.
I
in
agree
a
with you, so you
transfer
don't have to explain it. Yeah.
No, I
You
have
don't
my
have to
reasons for
explain
saying
it,
I don't
Dayo.
think. I don't.
And
I
this
think
is
I
not
have,
you
I
not
have
backing
a,
your
no,
club. The
I have
reason
a
why I'm
personal
saying,
reason. I have a personal reason. That's the difference.
can I ask Martin, are you favorite to win the Champions League next season, Martin?
No.
Okay. Dayo, are you favorite to win the Champions League next season?
No.
Okay, so
No.
it's fair for Mo to assume that based on who's favorites, that Arsenal will go next season with their chances of winning the cups, right? If Arteta next season win one of the cups, now he has had 5.5 years winning an FA Cup and another FA Cup in the beginning. Would that be a better tenure than Ten Hag with 2 trophies in 2 years?
Nope. That's what I'm saying to you.
built a team.
Would that be a better tenor than Ten Hag winning 2 trophies in 2 years
and playing dead
hold on,
garbage
football? And tanking the team and destroying their football totally. Of course, Arteta's legacy would be better because not only did he also win 2 trophies, he has also built a better squad for whoever is coming in.
Did he though?
Wrong.
My squad is better than
I
yours.
want him to elaborate. Let Dayo elaborate, guys. Please.
It's simple. It's simple. You're talking about, first and foremost, by your logic, right? By everybody's logic, league form does not translate to a cup tournament, right? This is what we've all said. Will said it as soon as we started the stream. That's what you told Ahmed. So let's go by that logic. He's only won league cup.
He's wrong. Will is not right.
No. I'm going by this logic. See, look,
that's what that logic is not right. It's the other way around.
Literally, is that right?
No.
It is literally right. How did Arsenal finish second in the league and go out in first or second round of every cup competition this entire year? How did that happen?
That's
if it
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
transfer,
Your league,
they shouldn't be in the final if it transfers.
Is that quarterfinals in the Champions League or is that first round?
Talking about the domestic cups.
Oh, domestic.
Wigan won a domestic cup. Who cares?
So exactly. So let me elaborate. The point is, at the end of the day, right? You don't want your manager to just win you trophies and damage your club, right? So if you're giving me FA Cups and Carabao Cups and then you leave me and my club is dead, everything about it is under the water, in the gutter. How am I supposed to say you've had a better tenure than another manager who eventually, after a few years, wins the same amount of league? Wins the same. You said actually.
No, not you. Go ahead, finish.
Who wins the same amount of league cups like you, but leaves my club in a better position? He's had a better tenure. Realistically, that's the value of the story.
I want to respond to it. It's very short. Whoever want to talk, I respond. What he left the club dead, right? Did Ole leave the club dead, Dayo? No. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer left the club dead.
Yes.
It's not as dead as it is now.
He left the club.
It's not as dead as it is
now. Dayo, now these are facts. Ranić came in and said this club needs surgery.
Exactly.
Right? So the club was dead after Ole. Bro, they signed Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
No, but they had Pogba, they had Bruno Fernandes.
Doesn't mean it was good though.
Martin
didn't play well.
No, Martin, you're wrong.
years.
Pogba was loaned to Juventus, was sold to Juventus actually. Pogba didn't play.
Yeah.
They left the club with the same. My point about this: if the manager leaves the club dead, as Dayo says, and the new manager comes in, tries to build, and fucks up, but wins the FA Cup and makes them in the Champions League spots. And wins, and the next manager comes after this and fucks up. You know what? Chelsea Football Club, Thomas Tuchel, came in. I don't think Thomas Tuchel did anything, but what he did is he won the Champions League. And he left the club that they had to rebuild. They sold Koulibaly, they did this, they got Graham Potter, they tried to rebuild the whole thing.
Exactly.
Right?
No, that's
think
what
about it. The weight
of
of the club,
there you go.
The weight of that cup in the Champions League. By the way, Chelsea was dead.
You're rubbish.
After Thomas Tuchel, after Thomas Tuchel, right?
So, that's what I was saying. Wait. I'm backing your point here. That's what I'm saying to Deo and to Martin. Martin talking about good football. Respectfully, I don't want to hear that waffle. It doesn't matter about good football or not. That's so subjective. The point is,
but that's what people are talking about with managers that they want to sign. Is they want to play good
Martin,
football. They want to see entertaining football, right?
Let me finish off because you understand my logic if you listen. If you win trophies, that's all that matters. That's why no one could talk to Arvin on the stream.
So why don't we all sign
Martin, let me finish off.
managers?
Have some
Okay,
decorum.
sign Eric Ten
I don't
Hag
mind.
then. Sign
Let me
Ten
finish
Hag.
off-
Sign
yeah,
Ten
let me
Hag at
finish off
Chelsea.
my point, yeah.
Sign Ten Hag
You
at
think-
Chelsea so he can
Triggered,
win
getting
League Cup.
triggered.
Think
Let me-
Simeone is not
point.
considered a good manager?
Sign-
Plays the
no,
most
no,
boring football in the world,
sign-
Simeone.
Yo,
Ten
let
Hag.
me finish my point.
Sign-
and what it is,
no,
right?
Jez,
I'll
Jez,
I will
your logic
overtalk you.
is
One
not
at a
logicking.
time.
Bro, let me
Your
land,
logic
please.
is not logicking. Sign Eric Ten Hag
One
at
at a
Chelsea
time.
and let him win you Carabao Cup and FA Cup back
Yeah,
to
let
back
me
and
finish
be
off my
happy.
point, please.
No.
As I was
Sign
rudely
Ten Hag
interrupted,
today.
Dio, we let
right?
you finish, Dio. We wanted to finish. We can
No,
respond to him.
what I noticed from that is I'm doing something correct because they both piped up at the same time. Which is
No, you
beautiful to
addressed
hear,
me,
by
but
the
you
way.
wouldn't let me answer.
Anyway,
so
I was rudely interrupted by the man up here. Rudely.
you just
As I was
agreed
saying,
with me for
yeah.
not answering.
Arsenal do this thing where they jiggabaloo, la la lad, and waffle. It's not about all this. I'm hearing nothing.
This is not an argument. Jez.
Winning
What are you
is
talking
winning,
What are
Mo.
you saying?
And Ahmed, the reason why he could show chess is because the last 2 years he's won more than they have in the last
Yeah,
5.
but he's gonna sack
about?
the manager that just
Martin
won
to
in the
respond.
trophy.
Martin to respond. Martin.
I agree with what you're saying. Yes, great.
Yeah.
Win a trophy, it's important. I'm not saying trophies aren't important, but the manager that won the trophy, he doesn't want to keep.
But
And
your
no, you
process-
didn't keep Thomas Tuchel after he won you a Champions League.
Yeah,
Yes.
And then you got rid of
Let him
everyone.
finish.
What's it, Mo?
Jez.
What's it, Mo?
You're
Jez, let him
interrupting me
finish.
now.
You're interrupting him now.
I'm
Let him
responding to his
finish.
point.
No,
No,
okay.
he
But he
has
hasn't
not done.
finished.
He's not
He's
done.
not done.
There's two
Irony,
things. Okay,
irony.
you could sign a manager that plays horrible football and counterattacks you to an FA Cup, and you're saying that's better than someone who's going to try and actually play possession-based football and have more shots on target than the opposition and do all these things which we want from
And
our
eventually
football
win.
team.
Okay, cool.
They might not win you a trophy
Let him
immediately.
finish.
So
Land, and then someone else respond, please.
Yeah, he's
Land,
finishing
Martin.
off, Mo, so I'm responding to his point. I'm not.
what are you saying?
I'm saying mine, yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's necessarily like optimal to do what I'm saying Ahmed's teams do. I'm not saying it's the best outcome. What I'm saying is you want to do both. I said this very clearly earlier.
Yeah, but that
you're
might
not
not
doing
exist,
both.
or you can only have both.
If I
if you-
could choose between, I'm not even lying. Most point was facts. Chelsea being dusted before 2021 and after. But guess what? That 2 Champions Leagues now we have is strong. Very, very big. So we might be dusted, but that's still heritage in the game from winning 1 trophy.
Yeah, okay.
my
So
point
what
is-
did you
my
do
point
with
is
that
this one,
Champions
I'd
League
rather
squad?
do this.
Let me finish my point.
If I had
because
a
you
choice
interrupted and you're
between,
just
if
waffling
I had a
now.
choice between doing what Ahmed's doing, what Chelsea did for the last 20 years again, I would. Over a process where I can maybe win 2 in 10.
You're trying to pressure
What
me
am I
about a
gonna choose?
manager that is making progress at our club. And I know it's offensive to you guys, that word or project or whatever, but you got rid of your Champions League winning manager. You got rid of your entire squad that won you the Champions League and bought a whole bunch of kids. So what are you doing? And you're gonna sack a manager every year
Different
until
owners.
they win you something.
And then you turn around and talk about other people's processes, right? You turn around and say, well, what process? But you're doing the exact same thing at your club. You spent $1 billion to build the process. You spent $1 billion to buy a bunch of 15-year-olds.
I've never heard any Chelsea fans say trust the process.
Who are not
They don't have a process to trust.
because they don't have any
Because they
process yet.
won
People
10
trust.
trophies in the last
Dude, they-
20
Well,
years.
Dude,
you haven't been in the title race in like 8 years.
With your 10 trophies in the last 20 years, do you still have more trophies than I do? You don't. My cabinet is still more
Dale,
full
what's
than
your
yours.
point?
Yes,
Yeah,
in the
okay.
last
I
20 years,
don't
I
have
have more
any
trophies than you
trophies
do.
cabinet in the whole of England. In the
Yeah,
history of
again.
the game. If you want to
Alright,
talk about the number of trophies that you have,
Dale,
I can tell you
Dale.
categorically that
Again.
you don't have as
But
much
you have
as
to
we
go
do.
back
Dale,
over
I wanna-
20
It
years.
doesn't matter though.
Yeah,
You've
I
had
wanted
20
to
years.
quickly. Let
You've
me
had
just
20 years. Hold on, Ahmed. Sorry. You've had 20 years to catch up to Will. Your club has had 20 years to catch up to the number of
Will,
trophies
he's
I have.
deflecting. Don't
But
let
you've
him
not
do
even
that.
been able to
Alright,
catch up
so-
at all. Same thing with you, Ches. You had 20
Who
years.
had more
and in those
trophies in the
20
last 20
You've
years,
not
Daya?
captured. You've not
Daya.
captured.
Again,
How many trophies you got in 1935? No one cares. No one cares
You don't have
anymore,
to,
dude.
You don't have to. Well,
No
how many
one
do you have?
cares.
You have 0.
Okay.
You haven't had any.
I
since-
have had
okay,
trophies
okay,
since
okay.
1935.
You haven't had
Okay,
any since.
okay.
Hold on.
Lots
You haven't
of
had any
trophies
since
since
Genesis.
1935.
We're not
Genesis.
saying who's got each trophy. We're not being who's
It's
got each trophy,
Genesis.
right?
If you know what
Wait,
Genesis is, in the
Let's mute
beginning,
the
God
Tottenham
created
fan.
the heavens and the earth. You haven't had a
Alright.
trophy.
We're not-
You don't
we're
even
not
have the
being-
rock.
we're
And
not
the
being
earth
real.
without,
Hey,
without
hey,
form and void,
Tottenham,
right?
all
And
these
God's
Tottenham-
presence
all these-
hovered
all
over the
these-
face of
all
the
these-
waters.
all
Yes,
these-
I
all
know
these Tottenham
Genesis.
people. All these
Yeah.
Tottenham people that don't have, they
Okay.
don't even have plastic cup.
Hey,
You don't
why
have
are you so
plastic cup.
triggered talking about
Okay,
Spurs?
I just wanna. I just want.
We're talking about trophies and Tottenham is talking. Can you imagine?
No, because you keep acting like
Can
you're
you imagine?
relevant when you
People-
have
people-
one
hold on. People are
crap
talking
for
about
20
trophies.
years, man.
People are
Chelsea is
talking.
bigger than you in the last
Excuse
20
me,
years.
I
Just
still still won an FA Cup a few years ago. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I hate Chelsea as much as I hate Arsenal, but I find myself on their team far more than yours. That's all I gotta say.
Hold on, Ahmed. Sorry, this is the disingenuous talking points that you guys like to put out there.
You're being disingenuous.
Telling me that, oh, Arsenal hasn't won any, they say any trophy in the last 20 years. In the last 20 years, I haven't won any trophies in the last 20 years.
None that matter to me.
No, hold on. You want to beat your, because you've never won one, so none matters to you. None will ever matter to you because you have the Audi trophy.
Never won one.
The Audi trophy, is that what we're talking about here?
We
that you
won
won in
a trophy
1963.
in 2008.
That you won in 1963. The Audi trophy, is that the one we're talking about?
We won a trophy in 2008.
Come on, take several seats at the back. Tottenham. We're talking about real trophies here. Ahmed is celebrating.
So only trophies that matter to you now are important.
No, Ahmed is celebrating an FA Cup from yesterday. I celebrated an FA Cup 3-4 years ago. Which one have you celebrated in the last 3 or 4 years?
Keep twisting your own words, man.
What have you celebrated in the last 4 years?
In the last 4 years?
What have you celebrated in the last 4 years? Exactly. I've celebrated
Just
an
like
FA Cup in
you.
the last 4 years. I've celebrated an FA Cup in the last 4 years.
Not in the last 4 years.
But,
Not
okay, let me
5
come
years
in now,
ago, dude.
please. Yeah, can I discuss something else? Yeah, I want to go
Yes,
back to
Ahmed,
the point.
please,
that,
please.
I want to come back to the point that Mark was making. Yeah, I get. Listen, that your club is improving, and I listen. That's a good thing. But eventually, as with everything, you have to reach the final point, right? I think that for me personally. So if you're not reaching that final point, yeah, and let's say you have like something similar as to Tottenham, it's all great having that progression. But if you've not reached, maybe even getting a few FA Cups and you get, or you just get one Premier League, I don't know if that. That process is that. Would you say that's a success? Just if you just get one EPL, for example. For me,
let Ahmed finish. Let Ahmed finish. He hasn't had the time to finish.
Do you want me to answer or no?
Of course, bro. Please, yeah, go ahead. Because that's a question I would ask you, bro.
It's like, how long is a piece of rope? He's actually not got to the point where he's won a Premier League, so I can't say it's anywhere near a success yet. But statistically, we've had one of the best seasons in our club's history from like every standpoint, right? So I have to say he's progressing. He's getting closer. And with Pep leaving, I feel like we're probably best placed to like pick up the mantle after he goes. So I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I'm not satisfied. If he doesn't win anything,
of course,
season,
yeah.
I have a question to Martin Adair. If Arsenal were to go through the success that Chelsea had the last 20 years, how would you feel about that? If you were to have the kind of success that we had,
that would be good.
Martin, let me put some more context. You can answer it, and then we can move on. But if you were to get like Arteta sacked, and then you win a trophy from it, and then he gets sacked, and you win a Champions League and the Premier League, how would you feel if Arsenal went through the next 10 years? Because Chelsea fans, all we've been hearing is horrid football, toxic club, oil money, all this. How can you get away with this?
20 years of that, man.
Okay, Chaz,
if Arsenal were to go through that, how would that feel? Because that's not a process.
No, hold on. Hold on, listen. Do you want the genuine answer from me? As an Arsenal fan who grew up in the days of Arsene Wenger, right? I saw that I had one coach for 20-something years. That's what I was used to. I was used to Arsene Wenger in 1994. Like, I'm talking like the 97 when, what's his name? When we had the likes of them, Kanu, like these guys, for me, there was consistency. I was used to that. Of course, Chelsea has a different module. Since Abramovich bought you guys were like every year changing coaches. That's your module. That worked for you and you won things with it. I was used to a certain style. And that's why I'm okay with the process and the progress that Arteta is making, because I know once we start to kick it in, it's what we've always done back in the day. Wenger came, he eventually kicked in. We had a couple, we did the double at one time, right? We did well for our period when we were going up against Sir Alex Ferguson. So I know for a fact that because that's what I'm used to at the club, I'm not going to now change my model all of a sudden because I see Chelsea doing it and winning trophies. And for context sake, right, in the last 20 years, we sit here, Ahmed is celebrating his FA Cup, saying, yeah, man, look, take that. At least I won an FA Cup. But when I say that, in the last 20 years, Arsenal has won 4 FA Cups, everybody goes, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It suddenly doesn't matter in the last 20 years.
Makes sounds like
no, it doesn't matter all of a sudden. So all I'm saying is,
can I get Hamza?
1997, Kanu never played.
No. I'm just talking.
Don't use arguments that I didn't make in order to counter a point I made.
Hamza,
one at a time.
Hamza,
guys,
I'm talking about the 90s.
I
I'm talking about just the 90s. Whatever year you played for Arsenal, you played for Arsenal. I'm saying at that period, we had good players. We had, we did what we did. Huh? I'm not saying the past. Not yet. Kanu, I think Kanu. What year did Kanu come to us?
Kanu came like 99.
90. That's 97, 99, 1999.
No, but he said 97. Kanu
all I'm saying is in the 90s, we had a process as well, and we eventually came good in the 2000s with our process. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm basically saying all our Arsenal has been used to doing this, building like
Process,
that.
dude. Wenger came in third his first season.
Dale,
Yes.
I can answer
There was
Ches.
no process.
I can answer Ches. Okay, so
The,
if you've got
the
a
team,
Ches
hold on.
tricky
The team Wenger,
questions.
the
Yeah,
team
please
Wenger.
answer my
Let me
question,
ask
please.
Sorry, hold on, Marcus. The team Wenger inherited. What team did Wenger inherit? Will. Did Wenger inherit?
Bruce Fritz's team. They
Hold on,
finished
hold on.
fifth the
Did
season
Wenger-
before,
hold on,
12th the season
hold on.
before
Did
that.
Wenger-
Where's the
did Wenger-
process? Completely different
listen to my-
managers.
Did Wenger inherit a totally downtrodden Arsenal like Arteta did?
Yeah,
No,
have
he
you
did
answered
not.
my question? or
You
what?
actually had your
No, he did
lowest
not.
finish in Premier League
Then Martin, not
history
you,
just
Dale.
2
You
seasons
answered my question,
before
though.
Wenger's first season. You
No,
don't
I
even know
answered
your
your
own
question.
coaching
I said,
history,
I said,
bro.
that's what I said. I said, I answered your question.
Let
Ches.
Martin
I said,
answer because I'm not hearing an answer.
Let me answer.
what
Let me
I
answer.
said.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
One sec. If you buy a team full of winners and you have a squad that's built up of very good players, then you should be sacking your manager if they don't win you anything, because there's zero excuse for that. If you fill the team with the quality that Chelsea had through the 2000, that was insane. So that's a different scenario. If you want to build a team from scratch and you have to use kids and you have to buy, like, get Cedric on loan or Mari or Ceballos or whatever, I don't think maybe you're not expecting to win so much. So thanks, HUSAM. Screw you too. But yeah, fundamentally, we didn't have that for Arteta, so there wasn't that pressure. But if we go and buy, or if Arteta builds a squad that's capable of winning, and yeah, he doesn't win, sack him, get someone else, keep going. But,
Yeah, but
we're not at that
that
point.
that goes against the point that Arsenal fans make in terms of like, oh, we play good football, we have a process, we're different over here, we want to win in the long run. But if Arteta was to get sacked and he were to go for a cycle that Chelsea did, you'd be just like us. That's the irony.
No,
and there's
but the difference,
10 billion, 5
Ches,
billion.
the difference is that Arteta has then built a team that has gotten close. So whoever you bring in now has no excuse. Add his pieces and win. That's what Martin is saying. At the time, Chelsea, you've always had good players in your team. So any coach you brought in did not really have. He wasn't super building. Like, he wasn't coming in and building in 5 new players, 6 new players. It was just a case of bringing one or two. If Pep leaves City today, right, with the players in City, if you put any good manager there, City will still win something because of the quality that they have in the team. That's the big difference between how Chelsea has won in their own time with the different coaches that come in. Yes, Tuchel, for example, Thomas Tuchel, he came fourth that year, but won the Champions League. But in as much as that was not even your best ever team. But they were still a good Chelsea side. They were not the best that you've had, but they're still a good Chelsea side. We're not talking about you having like a Rob Holding in defense here, right? Or Mavropanos. This is not what we're talking about here. At least you had certain quality, and that quality, yeah.
Let me ask a simple question. This is the problem. You see, when you call yourself a big club, yeah, you have to behave like a big club.
No, you be quiet. You lost yesterday. It's not time for you to speak. It's not time for you to speak.
Yeah?
Ahmed, get him. Ahmed, get him.
Winning trophies.
Ahmed, get him.
As long as if you speak to Burnley fans or Crystal Palace fans, yeah, they will use the word progress. Look where we were with Roy Hodgson. Before that, we had
talk about progress with company.
We progressed. So they use this kind of word, progression. It's a nice word. It's like we should give them a trophy for progression. This is called a progression trophy.
That's not what anybody's saying, Hamza.
Lift it. You want us to say, wow.
That's not what anybody's saying.
Every year, you're progressing to where?
That's not what anybody's saying. Nobody said that. Nobody said. I haven't.
And you let him finish. By the way, let him finish, guys. He has 1 minute to finish his point, and then you guys can respond, please.
I'm going to Manchester. I'll show you a map. It's the starting point and the end point. I don't say, oh, I'm still making my way. You're making your way where? Where are you going to? Have you arrived yet?
So, Hamza, is Arsenal a bigger club than Man City? Is Arsenal a bigger club than Man City?
Let me say, Arsenal.
No, answer the question. Is Arsenal a bigger club than Man City?
Low class mentality.
Answer the question, Hamza.
Where was your mentality against Manchester United?
Big club.
Where was your mentality against Manchester United? Where was your mentality against Manchester United?
I said to people,
where was your mentality? Where was your mentality against Manchester United?
Never won the league.
Where was your mentality against Manchester United?
Nobody cares
Where
about their
was
mentality, Dayu. Just
Let-
be quiet
let-
and let the men talk.
Let Hamza finish, Dayu, please. Let Hamza finish, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hamza.
But look at Xabi Alonso. No managerial experience. Yeah. Came to Bayer Leverkusen, known to be the biggest bottle jobs of German football. They're known to be. People say, oh, Spurs have got trophies. European trophies, league titles. They were bigger than City before. They had that name. They had the most FA Cup at one point before Arsenal had that FA Cup. They had the record. You have to respect me. I know that because I grew up watching football, so I can't lie. Man United behaved like a big club. Man United will sack a manager if they don't get him a trophy. Ten Hag is getting sacked despite delivering FA Cup. United fan want him out. They don't give a shit. They don't care. United fan want him out. He's delivering FA Cup. They don't use the word progression. They want him out. Why? Because they want league titles. See, that is elite. They were raised like champions. Fergie instilled that in their heart. I hate them. That I'm telling you, I don't hate you guys, Daryl. I don't dislike you. I've always given
Come on, Hamza. No, you can't allow that to stand.
Having that model of I banter them, but they've got a champion in them. Chelsea fans, they're saying, we're protesting. If we don't get any manager or we don't continue winning, we're gonna kick our owners out. I see that from Chelsea fans.
Okay, but what do Chelsea fans say about Arsenal? They say that we're not a big club because we've got zero UCL. We haven't won anything in 20 years.
Let me finish. Chelsea fans tell me the same story. That we have won a Champions League twice. We have won league title. They came to us, and if they don't deliver us the next 1 or 2 years, you're out. You guys, you have not thought. Hold on, 20 years is a long time, but you want to use progression. 20 years. Time doesn't come back, Dio. Time doesn't come back. You have to value time. But you don't value time. You don't appreciate time. All your progression.
Hamza,
can you land now?
Can you land?
Can you land now? Hamza,
okay, let me land. Now. Bro, I have to wait for the plane to be told to land. Quickly, 1 second.
Land.
Okay, land. I'm landing. Land. Yeah, listen. Xabi Alonso has gone to Bayer Leverkusen, has delivered a major trophy, never had managerial experience. In a tough league where Bayern Munich are conquering every year.
Everyone told us Bayern was crap.
And they've never won it. And you know what?
You said Bayern was crap. Why didn't you say that?
Xavi comes from Qatar. He comes up, he topples Real Madrid. You can't talk about Real Madrid. Real Madrid, he wins the league. Next year, sacked. No jokes. Why? Trophies. Big club talk like that. But you can't see this season it's been a failure. You have not won anything this season. All you are singing is this Kai Havertz song, North London Forever song. You're singing it. End of the season, May. Where have you got? Oh no, I'm still.
Hamza.
The same story as last year.
What is your Hamza? Your question at the end.
He's
Hamza,
stressed out because Pep's leaving.
At the end, your question.
Hamza, all you're doing is you're deflecting. You're deflecting.
Dayo, let me just. Hamza, what is your question?
My question is, Arteta has failed in terms of trophies, delivering major trophy this season. Compared to Ten Hag, because silverware is key. Compared to Jurgen Klopp came third.
Okay. What is the question? Do you want them to? Do you think? I'm gonna ask you a question simply. Do you think they should sack him?
No, they should say they should utilize this word on Arteta. He has failed. Why is other club lifting a silverware? I'm not lifting a silverware.
Okay, so guys, in translation, hold on, Hamza. In translation to Hamza, I'm gonna translate the question. Hamza is asking you, have Arteta failed, guys?
Yes, he's a failure.
He's a failure now.
Okay.
He's a failure in
seriously.
terms of his goal.
I'm being serious. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
no,
he's a failure.
Fundamentally,
all this time. Don't know.
if you're making the argument that he needs to win.
You guys want Ahmed to answer? Can you guys answer?
Let me answer. You said so. You've asked me this question. You asked me this question last week. You asked me the week before. You've asked me this question.
Hamza's question.
No. Hear me more. I'm addressing Hamza. I'm saying because you don't go back and rewatch the streams, Hamza. I'll say to you again. In terms of the goals and the target that we set for Arteta, he failed, which is to win the Premiership. Fair enough. But like I said, I'm not going to fire him based on that because he did not regress. Even though he failed to lift the trophy, he did not regress based on where he was coming from the season before that. And if I look at the manager market now, the managers that I want.
Has he progressed?
Yeah.
We played.
Factually.
Let me
You
tell
have
you
won
this,
a trophy.
Hamza. Let me say this. No,
Progression is trophies.
Hamza. You see, this is how you like to.
In the
This is how
second
you.
position.
Hamza,
You're
this
still
is how.
number 2.
Hamza,
Dale,
this
this
is
is you, Dale. This is you, mate.
Hamza, let me answer the question again. This is how you like to deviate. You said you want the word Arteta has failed to be used. And I said, in terms of lifting the trophy, I'll say it again. Open your ears, remove the wax inside. Arteta has failed in terms of lifting the trophy. Remove the wax in your ears so you hear
That's
it.
enough from you, Dale.
That's
Monologue's
what-
over.
no.
You're speaking too much. You be speaking too much. We hear
Yes,
you.
your eyes are too
Hamza
wide
was
open.
speaking too much.
When
Hamza was
speaking,
speaking
you were
too much.
No,
doing
Hamza was
Hag
speaking.
Might.
He's allowed
You were
to.
doing
No,
Hag Might.
Chaz, you just love to hear us.
Can he move from here now? Can he move
Let me
off
ask
Arsenal,
you.
please?
Mo, let me ask you a question.
Hamza,
Mo, let me ask
keep
you-
Guys, I
talking,
want Dio to talk.
Mo, let me ask you a
Here is
question,
the order. Here is the order of the talk.
I
Dio,
want. Okay, go on.
Ahmed Chelsea, Will. Sorry.
Hey, what about me?
Ahmed, come on. We're not gonna stay for like I can't. We can't have
Mo-
everybody
Mo,
talk for
Mo,
5 minutes.
I have a
to be-
very important point
I
to
have a
make about
question.
Hamza's
Okay.
speech.
Martin,
go
let me
ahead.
I'll just ask my question real quick. Why are we discussing Arsenal when Man U won the FA Cup? We're not discussing that. Chelsea's gotten knocked out to Conference League. We're not discussing that. I'm going to come to Man City. Tottenham are rebuilding, doing whatever that they're doing right now. And
I can
this
answer you.
this
Dio, I
fraud,
can
this
answer you.
Man City
I can
fraud
answer
here
you.
that made noise, the double. Hamza, remember the double. I'm going to get it. It's coming. Heritage. Where was your heritage with Kevin De Bruyne yesterday? Where was your Phil Foden? Huh? What was Ortega doing? Selling banana in the air, right? Trying to catch cucumbers. Is that what he was doing there? You sit here and you now want to come here and then point fingers at me. Yeah, you have won nothing. Oh yeah, what did you win yesterday? You were dominated.
Yesterday. Won the
yesterday.
league, bro.
They bent you over. Forget. I saw your parade. I saw your parade. I saw your parade with the 115 supporters that you have. The 150 supporters that you have, I saw the parade. Don't worry about it. It's good. You've won.
You didn't win the league because of me.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I didn't. Of
I
course,
need to
I
ask
agree.
Hamza a
But
question
where were
about
you
his
in the FA
speech.
Cup with all your noise? Where was Rodri with his mentality?
didn't win a
No,
trophy.
they came to play us. Hey, Chelsea, be quiet. You've gone to Conference League. They kept the players. They didn't have mentality. Where was your mentality against Manchester United that has been terrible this season? Kobe Mainoo, 18 years old.
My midfielder.
On your
My
head,
midfielder.
not on your bald head. You were at the
My
stadium now.
midfielder, man.
You're not at the stadium. I saw your video clip. You spent hard-earned money to go to Wembley, and I know why you sat here among Manchester United fans. You know why? Because you are still using your Manchester United membership for Wembley. You have not changed it because you used to support them, and now that you have gone to the other side, you have lost the game to them. And they
Yeah, I
will
need
count upon your head.
to ask Hamza a question, and all of the Arsenal hater alliance. I know you guys are all below me, and Arsenal's over here, right? I've got a question for you. Are Arsenal a massive club?
Are they a massive club?
Yeah.
They're not to me.
Oh, okay. So you were just saying we were a big club a second ago and we should sack our manager, and you just walked into a trap.
No, they're not massive like Real Madrid.
Okay, so are we
I'm
bigger
saying
than Man
rhetorically.
City?
Yeah, and massive.
Are we bigger than Man City?
No. Hold.
Are you bigger than Man City?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
me,
yeah.
See, everyone's preference is different. If you
No,
speak
just
to
give me the
anyone in
answer.
England- Okay, if you speak to anyone in England, they'll say yes. If you go around the world, they'll
Okay,
say
so
no.
Arsenal's bigger than Man
They'll
City.
say Arsenal don't have a Champions League. And
Oh, okay.
for you to be respected across the world is you have to show them a trophy that is accepted by the world.
So we're
And
not
the
big.
accepted trophy is the one that you've conquered the world. You don't have any
You can't win in this argument. You backed yourself into a corner.
I've got the
You're
trophy.
saying that we're a massive club
got
and we
the
should
trophy
sack our
over the wall.
manager. You're saying we're a massive club, we should sack our manager because he hasn't won a
You're not
trophy.
massive,
But then
I
you're
said
also saying we're a tiny club because we haven't won a Champions League and we haven't won the league in 20 years. So which one is it? You guys are talking out both sides of your mouth.
Because your fan base talk about this big club.
My fan base is doing whatever they want to do. Everyone's fans
But
say a
that's
lot
what
of
they
crap.
say. Behave like a big club if you are a big club. You
Okay,
can't
so
call
if we
yourself
are a big club, we
and
should
then
sack our
big club
manager
guy
for
that's
finishing
that
one point
hasn't won
behind
you
the pack.
anything so far except an FA Cup and a Community Shield, which is an
Okay, so we're a
embarrassment.
tiny club and we should keep our
That's
manager.
exactly what Brendan Rodgers did. Brendan Rodgers won
Okay,
the
so
FA Cup.
we're a
and
tiny
a
club.
Community Shield.
Are we small or big? Give me an answer.
To me, I don't believe you're a big club compared
Okay,
to.
so we can
Chelsea.
keep Arteta and that's fine, right?
You're a big club, but these are the big clubs.
Hold on. You said we're not big. So you now say you're a big club. Which one is it?
I've always said it.
Which one is
Because
it?
the most Champions Leagues. I don't change my narrative. I always use the same thing. I've always said Liverpool are the biggest, 6 UCLs a lot. Then I said Man United the second biggest, but they're big because they've got a Premier League. But in England, they'll say they're the biggest. They're the second biggest. Then I believe Chelsea are bigger than me. Why? Because they've got 2 Champions League. They've got 2 European Cup. I respect
You've
that.
got more leagues than them. You've got like 9, 10 leagues. They've only got 6. Even Aston Villa have more leagues than Chelsea.
Get me the big trophy, the big cups, the World Cup, the Euro.
Premier League
Oh
is
my
big.
god.
The English title is big.
No,
Hamza.
FA Cup is
This is
not.
Hamza. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at you.
We're good. Video.
Look at
video.
you.
Scared him.
Look at you. No, just
He's
take a
fine.
look.
We're all
In fact,
looking at him.
in fact,
I'm not looking,
you know
I'm
what?
here.
In fact, you know what? I'm taking over your house
Yeah.
because you
I-
don't
I-
deserve.
Yeah,
Hamza, who
listen,
are you gonna
yeah,
get?
yeah, let's talk about the United game, man.
Wait,
United,
but
Man
what's
City.
this conversation about?
Yeah.
This conversation went south, by the
Yeah.
way. Talking
Yeah,
about
we just went into United, innit? Let's talk about Man United, innit? So listen,
Yeah.
Say
Man
it
United.
again, by the way.
There we
Man
go.
United.
All right, yeah,
I'm
finally.
gonna
You
take
know what I
over
mean?
your
I was
game.
getting tired of
Let
talking
Ahmed
about
talk his
Arsenal.
club. Let Ahmed
Ten
talk about
Hag
his
in.
club.
Go
Talk
ahead,
about
bro.
Arsenal,
Go ahead,
whole
man. Go
story.
ahead, bro. Talk about
Look,
United.
I've said it, yeah. I've said it, yeah. Like I said, I'm so tonight out. But bare people were chatting to me, by the way, about your club's finished. Your club is this. You can't attract any good players. Blah blah blah. We finished 8th, by the way, bottom of the Champions League. Our worst season, and we managed to get an FA Cup.
I'll give you the
This is
picture.
without us.
I'll give you the picture.
Go, yeah, go on.
It's reminding you, innit?
Like,
Just for everyone, just context. Innit?
yeah, we finished bottom of the Champions League. Yeah, we finished bottom of the
Phone
Champions
away,
League.
cheers.
We finished
Sorry.
bottom of the Champions League. Now,
Show me
this
the
time,
Conference League table. Sorry.
One sec. Oh yeah, I'll find it. One sec.
Don't worry, man. FFP
Go on,
is coming for us. FFP.
bro.
Wait, I think it's this one here.
Just let Ahmed go. Come on.
And
We don't want to see
before
it
we
voice
go
note.
on, I need to do a couple of things. Before we go on and continue this, I need to do a couple of things. We almost have 1,000 people here, and we need to get to 500 likes. That's absolutely fraudulent that you guys are not hitting the like button. And I actually gonna do the super chat so we can respond to them because they are related to Arsenal. Okay,
No way.
I'm gonna start with 𝙤𝙤𝙂𝙅 saying, is there any context that Man United played teams like Wigan, Newport, Forest, and Coventry on the way to the final? Arsenal played Liverpool. Any context to that?
No, because that's the way the FA Cup runs. It's that way every year. One team gets an easy run and makes the final. It happens every year.
Why haven't
So there's
Spurs
no
made it?
context to this.
No, there's no context to it. That's the way the
So
FA
it won't-
Cup is
it
set
doesn't
up.
matter
That's
who
why
you
the FA
play-
Cup is not as
So
important as
it
any
doesn't
European
matter
trophy.
who you played.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's the FA Cup. It's who raises the trophy at the end
But,
of the day. They still
I
have to
wanna-
play City in the final.
I want to have to say something here, Liar. You guys have to remember one thing, that Liverpool actually got knocked out by Manchester United, and Manchester United won against City. So everything you said is void, my friend, because they played Liverpool and Manchester City. EPL, what's the difference between Poch, Spurs, and Arteta, Arsenal?
Nothing.
Fantastic question.
Absolutely
Arteta hasn't made the Champions
nothing,
League final,
except they haven't
so-
gotten a Champions League final. So
There you
Poch
go.
is
Yeah, I
better.
beat you to it.
Wow.
But Arteta has an
Wow.
FA Cup, so I don't know.
Do you know what? Do you know
Maybe
that's what I
international
said,
trophy?
Martin, yesterday? I asked that question yesterday, and I'm not sure if anybody was watching. I said, if Arteta gets sacked next year, not winning anything, he's literally did what Pochettino did with Spurs.
Except he got an FA Cup.
Because
Facts.
otherwise, if you ask Spurs fans, would you rather have Ten Hag's tenure of 2 years, winning them 2 trophies,
Ten
or
Hag.
Pochettino's 6 years,
Ooh,
finishing
interesting.
second, third, fourth? By the way, I went to this yesterday. Would you rather have Ten Hag, Spurs fans, 2 years of Ten Hag, winning them 2 trophies, or Pochettino's 7 years, getting them to 4 Champions Leagues and 1 Champions League final, challenging twice, getting them second twice? Which do you think Spurs would choose? Every Spurs fan will tell you, I would rather have Ten Hag and 2 trophies.
Which
than
one will
Pochettino.
choose?
Ten Hag.
So you wish you had Ten Hag instead of that glorious Poch
Yeah, I
period
With
wish
where
I
he-
would
with
have
the
had
2 trophies.
Ten Hag
With
and
the
2
2
trophies.
trophies.
Will. See, the logic makes sense, Martin. It makes sense.
No, I just wanted to hear Will say it because I've heard a lot of stuff about how much they love Poch. And it was quick to throw him under the bus.
AA
Who's
saying,
those
am I
Like I loved
Okay,
Poch
am
when he
I-
was there because
am
Oh,
I
you love
still-
Poch.
Okay, am I still waiting for Hamza to talk about his player? That will never happen. It will never ever happen, my friend AA. I don't think it will ever happen.
He's
ZDT
smiling.
saying,
Look, he's smiling. He knows.
he's never gonna do it, bro. He's gonna mention Salah, Hazard, Gerrard, Schools, everyone but his players. Stadiums fans who pay money come for good football. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, ZDT. Ask any football fan, would you rather win the league playing the most horrid football in the world and going to 19 games home, or play the most attractive football and come second? 9 times out of 10 people will tell you, I would rather win the league.
So
Except
Mo,
for Spurs
so Mo, here's the thing, Mo. Here's the thing. You also have to put into context that the people who pay to go to the stadiums to watch a game, like if you pay to go watch a game and you have a season ticket, you don't want to go there and watch your team while on the pitch playing horrible football. As a fan that doesn't go to the stadium, most of those fans are the ones who will say that. So if you are going to actually talk to the fans who go to the stadium, they're going to tell you that, look, they would rather have their team playing good football and winning. And that's what they would want. Of course.
Why? Why would they want that?
Because you're paying to go there physically. Like, I've been to games physically, and I don't want
hasn't,
to.
man?
Yeah, I'm not saying you haven't. I'm saying for me, when I'm in the stadium, the feeling is I want to see my boys play well.
Well, hasn't that what Spurs fans been telling us all season? That
That's
like
all it
Andy's
is.
playing better
Yeah, and that's why I
football
don't talk to
Conte.
Spurs fans.
Okay,
Because
okay.
they drive me insane.
Wait, hold on.
They
Can I
have
talk
a
to
they have a
one?
piss poor
Hold on.
mentality. All they care about is, oh, I just want to be entertained. Well, then go watch a movie. There's far
Well,
more
what about
entertaining
building a
things.
squad full of good
Win
players
something.
and stuff that comes with good
When
football?
Chelsea played under
Win
Conte,
something.
Good football.
but the thing
Okay,
is, like
okay.
when Chelsea were playing under Conte, for example, yeah, in our first season, we weren't playing pretty football.
No,
But
it was
we
horrible.
were winning games. We were winning games and winning the league.
And then
We
he
won
went
the
to
league
won
with
the
that.
six
Spurs and
times
won
playing
nothing.
So
trash
for
football.
me going there to watch that, I didn't mind watching that because I knew I was winning.
Okay, can I say
Every
something?
season under Abramovich, Chelsea played horrible football and won
Hamza,
tons
I'm
of
you
crap.
now.
And no Chelsea fan
Not true.
complained.
Not true.
It is true.
Abramovich-
Name a team that
Abramovich
played
was
well,
good
have played
football.
good, pretty football under. They played 5
Ancelotti,
million all the
Ancelotti,
time.
Ancelotti,
Name one
Ancelotti,
coach.
under Ancelotti, bro. Ancelotti, we were playing.
There was some ball.
That was ball Ancelotti, man. 09, 010. We remember.
Wait.
That was some good
One
team.
out
Those
of the
teams
out of the
correct,
10
but-
years of no Abramovich.
That's
Ranieri didn't
the-
play good football. Mourinho didn't play good football. Conte didn't play good football. Tuchel didn't play good football.
Listen, we
In
played
one
football.
year.
I'm gonna, before we go on, I have to do the rest of the super chats to respect the people, right? So the team that finished second, 2 points behind on 89 points, will be bantered all summer by these bum teams. More respectfully, this is ass backwards. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not bantering Arsenal. If you ask me, I'm gonna answer this quickly. If you ask me tomorrow, who would you rather take, Ten Hag, right, or Arteta? I would absolutely take Arteta. If you ask me Thomas Tuchel or Arteta, I would take Arteta. But if you ask me, would you rather your club be where Arsenal is or Man United is, I will say Arsenal, 100%. Would you rather be Spurs or Arsenal? Arsenal. Chelsea or Arsenal? Arsenal. But the facts are, where does it end, Enigma? Where do we stop and say, it's the time now that you planted all the good trees around in the world, but you haven't seen fruits yet.
Do
They
you want
look
the
great.
context?
But we answered that question already
Hold on.
multiple times.
Before we move on, though,
I'm
Mo, I got a
answering the
question for
super
Mo.
chat. Guys,
I have a question for
I'm
Mo.
answering the super chat. Guys. And one of the things that Rory, big up Rory, he's going to be here tomorrow, tomorrow morning. Rory said, why is Arsenal trending when Man City win, Man United win, and I think somebody else won. I can't remember who. Liverpool. I'm going to tell you why. Leverkusen. I'm going to answer you why. Because have you ever thought about the situation like this from that perspective, which is this is a whole new can of worms. You have the longest serving manager in the top clubs without winning actually a major trophy. He won the FA Cup, right? But he has been very long. He's the one that has been waiting forever. You're the longest, you have the longest time waiting for a big club, right? That haven't won a Champions League or the Premier League. Have you ever thought about it from that perspective? Why it's always about from the other perspective?
Are
Chelsea,
you counting
as
the
bad
20
as
years as Arteta, or just since Arteta's been in?
okay, there are two reasons why Arsenal, to be honest, is a talking point. The number one talking point: you are the club with the longest wait time for a Champions League or the Premier League. Do you guys agree? Chelsea won. I don't consider.
Well, I mean, Spurs haven't won the Premier League
Forget
ever.
again.
so no one talks
Forget
about them.
Spurs.
Except we
With
have.
all due respect to Will,
Premier League?
When you said top six,
Guys,
when you
I
said
don't
top
think
six
you've won a
clubs,
Premier League, bro.
you say top six clubs, and then
I
suddenly
don't.
So you're only-
consider. Okay, guys, I don't consider Spurs one of the sit on the big tables, right? I don't. This is more. I'm talking about Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. The reason why last time Spurs won
The
the
Tottenham's a
Premier
tiny
League
club
or
club,
the
right? We can
Champions,
confirm that.
forget Spurs, guys. Forget
Forget-
Spurs now.
Spurs don't brag.
Forget Spurs.
Spurs
Forget
don't brag.
Yeah,
They just
Spurs don't
celebrated
brag.
never-
your trophy. They
I'm gonna
just
tell you,
celebrated
Never
you
has-
your
never
league.
see, guys. Let me respond. Spurs,
just doing
you
their
never
job.
see a Spurs fan sit here talk about
Yeah.
the Premier League heritage or
They're
the
not
Champions
part of
League
it.
heritage. You will never see that
never
from
see
them.
You have not
You'll
met
never-
Deji. You
By
have
the
not
way-
met Deji. That's why you're talking. You
Okay,
guys will
forget
sit here
Deji.
and come on.
He's a humble
You
guy.
sit here and be talking. You have not met Delcy.
Can you talk about
Deji,
Manti?
the humble guy is quiet.
Can you talk
I
about
have
Manti,
never
guys?
freaking seen Will sit on a stream with me
quiet.
and talk to me about his heritage in the Champions League or in Europe. Ever.
Humble
We just
guy.
talked about getting to a Champions League final.
He talks
3
about
minutes ago.
his
He
banter
just
with
mentioned it now.
Arsenal.
He just
He
mentioned it
won
now.
the
He
FA
just
guys,
mentioned it now about
Wait,
Champions League
he
final.
wins that. He's like, I won the FA Cup in 2008. I'm better than
But
Arsenal.
he just
But
said
you
that
will
just
never
now.
see a freaking Spurs fan sit on a stream
Mo,
and talk about
Mo,
the
don't,
heritage in the
Mo, you will
Premier
not
League.
gaslight me. 5 minutes ago, Will said that yes, his team got to the Champions League final and we have
No
not.
one hates Spurs.
Just 5 minutes ago.
That's a
You're going to
fact.
sit here and gaslight me. Look, so
That's not me
yeah.
bragging.
So
So
it's
he's
clear.
talking about
It's
his
clear.
heritage.
You have seen he's talking about their heritage. So
We were
you're
talking
telling
about
me
who
you've
had a
never
better
seen the Tottenham
period,
fan.
Arteta or
Really?
Pochettino.
not.
Pochettino got to a
I am
Champions
not.
League
I am
final.
not.
Arteta won an
Guys,
FA Cup.
I am
Okay,
not.
good.
I
So
am
let's-
I'm
not
out here
taking
telling
this
them that they're
show.
small clubs when I haven't won anything in 20
Beautiful.
years.
What is going on, man?
Beautiful people. I am not taking the show to a comparison between Arsenal and Spurs because for me, they don't sit on the same table. You can argue or not.
Yeah.
Just
I
one of
was
that
responding.
confirmed.
I was responding to Enigma, who asked, "Why are Arsenal the talking point? Do you want us to talk about Man United? Okay, they won. Erik ten Hag is getting sacked. Kobe Meno is this and that, and they are shit club and they're changing everything. Done. Over. There's no argument. We can
But
talk
they
about
haven't
Pep
won the
League.
Premier League in like 12 years or something like that. They won an
That's-
FA Cup and a
that's
Carabao in the
why-
last 7 years.
You're right. That's why every time Ahmed opens his mouth and tell me here on El Ahwa and tell me I'm big Man United, I tell him you're deluded. You live in a completely different world. You live in La La Land. African
If you
country
were
say,
going to
why
tell us
you
the
all
two
always
reasons why everyone talks about Arsenal.
let me okay. Why you all
Because you have
talk
you're
about
full of fan base goes on social media and just whines all the time. That's why everybody talks about that. That's
let
why
me
everybody talks about
finish
Arsenal.
the
Social
super
media, bro.
chat.
It's for
Let me
losers.
finish the super chat so we can move on. Why you all always talking about Pep leaving? He just lost the final, got kicked out of the Champions League. Beat him if your manager is good enough.
I
Anybody have a
agree.
response?
I'm excited to beat Pep on his way out. Give him a Carabao Cup like Klopp got.
All right. See, Arsenal fans say that we're gonna beat Pep next season, or they are. To be honest with you, from all of us here, they are the team that everyone is looking at to beat Pep. Right? Am I wrong? So African cat, that's true. The
No.
characteristics, it's historical.
I just want
trophies.
Pep to win. How about that?
Okay, this is directing to be. This historical trophies, legacies banter is becoming boring. Mo,
I
you
agree.
used to talk proper football strategies. Now it's only banter, waffle history. This show, right, is called Rivals Ramble. It isn't called football
Rivals
analysis.
Rumble.
Not Rumble, Rivals Rumble. It's not called Monday Night Football Tactical Analysis. It is as simple as that. I have 50,000 other shows on the channel when we discuss games after games, when we talk about the tactics and all this stuff. It's literally, you literally clicked on a show that has 6-7 people on the thumbnail that is called Rivals Rumble. It isn't called Monday Night Football Analysis. It's not.
Especially
It's a
because
ro-
it's Sunday.
It's a rumble,
And
man.
it's
You know what I
Sunday
mean?
freaking
Come on,
night,
you know what Royal Rumble
And we are all having fun. We're a big family here. We're having fun. So,
I'm all shameless.
yeah,
Oh,
man, what is
it was
this,
meant to agree
bro?
to me there.
Can I speak now? Like I've like it's
Like,
been an
I
hour and
wanna-
10
yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
I've
okay.
said 4
Very
words.
well.
I'm gonna let you after this. Well, it's yours, but let me finish the super chats. 5 left or 6 left. Isn't silverware a sign of some form of success? 100%.
Correct.
It is
100%.
correct.
Nick,
Big up, Nick.
very quick. Nick. Yes, Enigma saying Wenger inherited the best defense in England, and I thought Wenger won the league 98, 2000, 2000,
Second season he won.
2002, and 2004.
Yeah, but
Wenger
that's what-
won.
I know, but that's what we're saying, Mo. That's what I said. I said when you inherit a team that is at least solid to a certain extent, you're expected to win as a manager who knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah,
But when you,
they're-
but when-
they're
but-
deterred.
hold on. But when you
I'm
inherit a
agreeing with
team,
you. I'm agreeing with you.
yeah, if
Quick,
you inherit
quick,
a team, if you inherit a team that is terrible,
I
you
need
have to
Will to
rebuild.
talk.
You have to rebuild,
Yes.
and that's what
Hamza-
Chelsea is doing right now. They are
Hamza
rebuilding, so you can't
Shampoo-
blame them.
Hamza Shampoo is back with the super chat saying loser Gunner process team. They are process team, but we'll see how it goes. If they win the Premier League, that's why I wanted Arsenal to win the Premier League to silence everyone. Hamza said Spurs
wouldn't be
have
quiet,
standards.
no.
Wallahi, have some shame, Hamza. If Hamza said Spurs have standards,
You
with
can't
all
say
due
that,
respect,
man.
I'll just say this real quick,
Spurs
Mo.
do have
If
standards.
Arsenal win the league, guess what everybody will say? They'll say it's because City was not informed, blah 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 blah. They'll find a reason.
Nobody will be able to.
I know.
bend him.
Clip this. If Arsenal win anything next season, you see all the excuses come out. It's because the team they didn't step up. Watch and see.
People will
I'm
do
letting
to
you know.
Arsenal exactly what you just did to Hamza.
What did I just do to Hamza? Hamza was
You
expected
couldn't
to
win
win.
the game. Where's your club?
Hamza
Where's your
was expected
heritage?
to win.
Where's your mentality? Where's all
Rodri
this
came out.
stuff?
Rodri came out and said mentality is the reason why Arsenal did not win. Where was his mentality against Manchester United? It's a simple
Where was
question.
his mentality when they won the 4-peat? Where was his mentality when they won
Where
the
was his
triple?
mentality when we beat him at the Emirates and we tied at the Etihad?
Okay, listen.
Where was
Same
his
place it
mentality
was at
then?
today.
Where was
yesterday.
his
Okay, I'm not.
mentality
I want to get Will the mic, but I want to finish this. Is 5 left. Wow, the obsession with Arsenal is real, 100%. I love it. Please hate us more.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I'm tired of talking about Arsenal.
Martin always says that. Bring it on. Mr. Happison, Dio, please shut the fuck. The other
I agree.
fuck.
Whoa,
No.
come on.
Yo.
Be respectful, Mr. Happy.
No. He's
Chat's
allowed to say.
feeling a bit-
You see, look,
chat's
he's
a bit
allowed.
triggered.
He's allowed to say whatever he wants to say. But Mr. Martin, if you're going to tell me to shut the f up, you need to do it with like a $50, like This thing. You can't just be doing $2. Try now, try $100, then tell me, and I'll shut up. I will not speak throughout the stream.
No, I will never ask you to shut up for money.
No.
Fuck that, man.
Mr. Happy, if you do $100 now, I'll be quiet for 5 minutes. I'll let Will speak.
Dayu literally played money on Staffy's show to make me not speak for 10 minutes. $5, by
Money
the
well
way.
spent. Money well spent.
ZDT saying last I checked, season was more than one lucky game. Yeah, but they
Couple
beat
times.
Liverpool. But at the end, you win the trophies and you
Is
lift
that
it and
Mara
you
in
put
his
your
profile picture?
cabinets, ZDT. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
coming back and saying Pep only lost 3 titles in 15 full seasons in his career, but he only has had the best team and he had a cheat code called Messi and he had Bayern Munich. But I give him Man City, to be honest. He built a fantastic team. Hamza, you are a legend. Thank you, Aaron, for the support. And the last one,
Aaron, well done, man.
Chelsea. Thank you, Aaron, for that. Chelsea won 21 trophies in the last 20 years. An Arsenal fan waffling about FA Cup and how they are better.
Facts.
Standards, man. Standards. That's real standards right there,
You
man.
guys just keep holding on to that.
You know what I mean?
point.
That's real
Like we
standards
did.
right there, man. You know what I mean?
Martin,
Well, you know
Well,
it.
Will got the mic now. Will got the mic.
Yeah, thank you. It's finally. Next time, I'm just gonna bring a pillow and take a nap. No, but like just the whole thing. Like I think Manchester United is still in a bad place just because they won a trophy in FA Cup. It doesn't mean that anything's changed at the club in the way that it's run, right? Because cup competitions are knockout competitions, right? They aren't based off of a consistency. They're not based on a principle of consistency. It's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Everybody can get lucky. That's the beauty. I always get told, because I don't rate the FA Cup as being something that's like a measure of success for me. It's great to have, right? It's a good thing. But for me, success is winning the Champions League or the league. That's it. Those are the only
I
two
don't think you can
successes.
say that if you haven't won the FA Cup. Like, I'm sorry, that's
I have won the
disrespectful.
FA Cup. Before the Premier
but,
League
like,
started,
not-
we had the most
not
FA
like-
Cups of any team in the world,
Yeah,
in the
he won it
country.
before
Sorry,
Arsenal.
who's got the most?
Don't tell me about not
Who's
winning
got
an
the
FA
most FA
Cup.
Cup?
I've won one before.
You've won them, but
I
like,
want,
have you seen it?
Martin, I want Will to finish because, and then
Okay, sorry, apologies, my problem.
And you can not only know that, but you can't argue with my personal opinion of what I think matters or not, because it belongs to me, right? It's mine. You
Every
don't
club
get to
has a different
argue it
desperation
whether it's
for
valid
trophies.
or not, because it's my opinion. Second of all, this whole talk about if you're talking about who was more successful this year, then yes, Manchester United has to be more successful than Arsenal, because Manchester United won something. Arsenal won nothing. Arsenal are the champions of nothing. Manchester United are the champions of the FA Cup. Right? So only one of those two teams is champions. Right? Now, is Manchester United's championship, or would you compare them with Liverpool? No. Liverpool had a better league season and is the champions of the Energy Drink Cup. Right? So therefore, they had a better season than Manchester United. Manchester City is better than all of them. All of them. Better league record, right? More trophies over all this, right? You can't compare that.
had
Arsenal
the
and
worst
Tottenham
season then?
have to sit out. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, we have to sit out. We have to sit out. We don't get to sit there. The only person on this panel right now who gets to banter, why did I just draw a blank on your name? Hamza. The only
I'm the guy, man.
Streams of shows.
Where
I'm
you
sorry.
Ahmed? I'm the
My
one.
Will
brain
had a
just-
chance to speak and he forgot his words.
Yeah.
Can you believe
Anyway,
it?
the only person on the stream has the right to
This is
banter
crazy,
Hamza
man.
is Ahmad. That's it. That's it. Arsenal fans don't have
And
any room to
Chelsea,
speak
and
about
Chelsea.
where anything is.
No, but people come to me and say, "Who's had a better season than you?" We're not talking about anyone else's season. I don't know since when
Because
this
they
better
did.
season thing ever became a
stating a
discussion.
fact.
Like, what? What do you want? What do you want us to do? We're not acting. We're not going. I'm not going after Hamza. Well
So
done
just
on
say,
your
yeah,
league. I'm
you're
not
right.
going after Ahmed.
Now you just
Yo,
tugged into him. Say,
yo,
where
I
was your
haven't heard
mentality?
Well, they went-
Where
I,
was your
I,
this and
I
that?
turn to him and I'm
Where
going to
was
keep
your
turning
this
into
and
him.
that?
I'm going to keep turning into him. And you will.
Why?
You don't
You
even,
have no
Tottenham,
right.
Tottenham, you shouldn't even be
right.
speaking. You shouldn't
No,
even be
no,
at this table.
I haven't heard
We-
so
we're-
many
In the
we're
Premier
on-
League
we're
era, like
we're
he
just
said earlier,
allowing you.
because
We're
hold on,
just
this is
allowing
what-
you.
Dy,
We're
stop
just
for a second.
allowing you, Will. We're just allowing you guys, Tottenham, to sit at the table because we need numbers.
You're not allowing me to sit anywhere.
Because we just need numbers. You are not. You are not. You are not relevant.
Numbers.
You are not relevant.
I'm, as,
You are not
I am more
relevant.
relevant than you are in the last 20 years.
You are not relevant at all. The club, as
As a club, Tottenham are more relevant than Arsenal are in the last 20 years.
you have not been
More
relevant
relevant.
in the last 50 years of your existence. You've not been relevant. Your last
Dale,
cup was
Dale,
Audi
Dale,
Cup
Dale.
1960. What are you talking about? Whatever,
Okay, so-
my friend. Look, you, Chelsea.
When
you are
was
in
your
the mud,
last
you.
European
I get
trophy?
a participation
Behind the mod.
award. Look.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
know
your
that.
manager.
When was your last Europa League or
Martin,
Champions League
Martin,
win?
Martin, look.
Come here. Come here and
You want a trophy?
and-
Look, you want a trophy?
Dude, what kind of stuff do you have on your phone? Like,
the only
what are you
people
doing?
that have your right.
Dio,
You're
Dio,
obsessed
when was
with
your
Arteta.
last Europa League or Champions
Are
League
you
win?
obsessed with my manager?
What's my
I'm
beef?
worried
I haven't-
about
Yeah, when
my last-
was your last Champions League or Europa League win? Tell me.
when was your last Champions League or European League
In
win?
the 80s.
Uh,
81.
What did you win?
Europa
Cup.
League.
Audi Cup or the Chinese Cup? Which one was
Europa
it?
League.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
It was called the
hold that,
UEFA
hold
Cup
that,
then.
bro.
it was called the UEFA Cup then.
1981 was the last time we won a
And-
European
and the
trophy.
Inter-
When was the
and
last
the
time you
Interface-
won
and the
one?
well, hold on, and the Interface Cup that became
Not
the
a
Europa
European
Cup.
Cup.
No, that became the
Not a
Europa Cup.
European Cup.
That was
Ask
that was the
UEFA.
tournament.
Ask UEFA.
You see, this is how you guys like
Ask
to
It's a
lie.
charity cup.
This is how you
breaking
like.
point,
No,
man.
no. When hold on,
was a charity
hold
cup.
on. Do you remember
Yep,
when
it's a charity cup.
when
It was
UEFA
invitational
when-
only. You didn't
no,
have to qualify
when
for
UEFA
anything.
The Cup
Yep.
Winners' Cup in 1994. What was that?
Not the
What was that?
not the UEFA Cup.
What was the
Who
Cup
won the
Winners'
UEFA
Cup?
Cup?
No, hold on. What was that? Was that not a European Championship? Was it not
No.
all the cup winners and all the different in all
No,
different
because
countries that
UEFA
came to
Cup
play
was run at
together?
the same time.
Oh,
UEFA Cup has
Jesus
always been
Christ.
bigger than the Cup Winners' Cup.
Jesus
Always.
Christ. Here we go now. Here we go
Always.
now.
No,
Here we
the
go now.
UEFA
When was the
Go
last
to
time you won a
Wikipedia,
When
look
was
at
the
Cup
last time you
Winners'
won
Cup,
an
then look at
European
UEFA
trophy? I
Cup.
call
What are
19
we
UEFA
doing
Cup
here?
says
Why are the
UEFA
Tottenham
Cup
fans
slash
telling
Guys,
us
Europa
about
one
League.
our
at a
European
time,
history?
please.
What are we
One
doing?
at a time, please.
All of a sudden, 1994 Cup Winners' Cup is no longer an European Cup. It's no longer an
It's a
European
European
Cup.
Cup. It is
Okay, so you
UEFA
said
counts. Hold
you
on.
said when was the last
It
time that I
wasn't
won
a
a European
UEFA
Cup?
Cup.
And I said 1994.
It's not a
You were
UEFA
90
Cup.
You were 1980 something.
Okay.
I still won more
Cup
recently than
Winners'
you. So
Cup was
you
the
are not
same
relevant.
thing as
You are
Conference
not,
League.
You are not
Yes.
relevant.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Your
it
club is
was.
not
The
relevant.
UEFA Cup replaced the Cup Winners' Cup.
No.
that's
Dude,
what-
no, it didn't.
It is.
Yes, we
You
won
don't
it in
even know the
69,
history. How
70.
could
I don't
we?
know what we're doing
How
here.
can
What
you
are we? Why are
UEFA
we
Cup
having these
replace
different
Cup Winners' Cup?
competitions
Martin,
with
stop for a
European
second.
trophies with
Stop for a
Scotland?
second, because you're waffling. Now you're talking out your backside right now. How could the UEFA Cup replace the Cup Winners' Cup when we won the UEFA Cup in 1981 and you won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1991? The
No,
Cup
we won
Winners'
the
Cup
Cup
was a
Winners' Cup.
side
The
tournament.
City
man.
Fairs Cup is what
You
I'm
need
talking
to
about.
buy-
Sorry, you're talking about the Cup
International
Winners.
Affairs Cup
That
was
means
never
for European
was
football.
organized.
I'm mixed
For
them up.
Arsenal fans.
Mo, take control. Mo, take
No,
control.
listen, no,
That
this
means-
history
that
lesson
means-
needs to be
Guys,
taught.
yeah.
Hold on, let me
Guys,
finish my
guys,
sentence.
hold on. Let Will finish and Martin respond. Stop it.
The
I'm not
International
recording. I don't
Affairs
want to talk
Cup
about
was a private an invitation only competition that was brought in order to grow the sport of football across the place. There was nothing to qualify. UEFA doesn't even recognize it. You can look up your own European record on UEFA.com, and it says you won one European trophy, which is the Cup Winners' Cup, which is the equivalent to what they now currently call the Conference League. Fact.
It
Back.
says
The
we won
Europa.
it.
Europa.
like
It
it.
became the Europa. Jesus Christ. Why do you like to
Hold on.
change?
Doesn't matter.
Stop now.
Become
Hamza,
Europa.
That doesn't matter
Hamza.
why.
It's not your time. Hamza, guys, Martin.
I don't want to have a dick measurement competition with a Spurs fan about European trophies. But this is ridiculous.
Why
What are
we
we
have
doing?
two? You don't.
That was crazy.
Okay, you're better than us, Will. Obviously,
In
You're a
Europe,
big
we are.
club. That's
We
what you
are.
want to hear. Okay. Move
Who's
on.
bigger in Europe?
Okay, the bottom
Tottenham
line
You're
is-
a
or
massive
Arsenal?
club. You're
Bottom line
a
is-
Answer the
huge
question.
institution.
Who's bigger in Europe, Arsenal or Tottenham?
Mo,
No,
you have
I don't
never
know.
seen a Tottenham fan who comes
Tottenham
here
is.
and talks about their achievement. Mo said it earlier. I've not seen a Tottenham fan here who comes here and says, who's bigger in Europe? Who does this? Are you seeing it
Answer
now?
his
Are you-
question.
Are you witnessing
Answer
it
his
live?
question.
Answer
Mo,
my
are you-
question.
are you-
Answer his question.
I am bigger
Don't
than
run
you in
away
Europe
from
if
his
that's what you
question.
want to hear. Is
Yeah,
that
well,
what you want me to
you're a
say?
liar then.
Is that what you want me to say?
Answer
Okay,
his
I'm
question.
gonna.
You
My
answer it
opinion.
honestly.
This is my opinion.
Dayo,
This is my
answer his
opinion.
question.
I'm gonna answer.
I
the
have a cup
question.
winners cup. He has the Europa Cup. Cup
I
winners
am
cup is
gonna
what
answer
became
the
Europa.
question.
So what are you
Cup.
talking about?
Guys,
I
I'm
made,
gonna
I made it
answer
to a
the
Champions League
question.
final before you as well. If you want to use your Champions League
Guys,
final as another
guys,
measuring stick,
can I
so
answer
what are you
the
talking
question?
about? You're as
Can we
useless as I am, but you're worse. You're poop. That's the bottom line.
Dayo, let
Making
me answer the
Champions League
question.
final
I'm
makes
gonna
you a big
answer,
club.
guys.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna answer the question. Can we stop? Everyone, stop. One of the things that people need to understand is that it's not about only winning the trophy, because both teams didn't win the Champions League. So for me, in Europe, both teams are weak. What we have to consider here is one more thing, and this is my opinion about it. Arsenal, during my lifetime, and other eras like the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, or during the recent 2000s, Arsenal were a consistent participant and a major player in the Champions League. Semi-finals, they reached the final, the quarter-final. Teams used to be scared.
When did they go to semi-final?
Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop?
But
That's
more,
the
he
thing.
never in the
It's
semi.
not. Can you just? They were in the semi.
When did they get knocked out in semi? Go on.
Early 2000s.
Is it early 2000s? Yes.
By who?
They went
By who? Go on.
early 2000s, and they were in
No,
the
it wasn't.
quarter.
It was round of 16 by Valencia, man. No way. They've never gone to semi-final and get knocked. Are you joking? Semi-final.
I know I remember the Chelsea. I think
We've been to
quarterfinals.
semifinals, finals,
Chelsea
quarterfinals.
My point. Okay, I'm gonna say this. My point about this.
Quarters, Chelsea knocked
In
them out.
Europe,
Chelsea
can you
were
stop,
knocked out by
Hamza? Let me continue. Hamza.
Monaco.
My point about this, guys. My point about this is that during my lifetime, and I'm old enough, I didn't hear about Spurs in Europe before Luka Modric and this guy. I think Spurs went to a Champions League quarter-final the first time with Peter Crouch, if I'm not mistaken, during my lifetime. Before that, Spurs were never, for me, considered a major European players. You never had players that are considered on the big European places. Okay, Hamza, just wait. And that's not a dig at Spurs.
2009
Guys, can you stop? Can we stop? Can we stop? Yes, I know. I can go and check the history. This is not a dig at Spurs. Spurs might have won an extra trophy, a Cup Winners' Cup, and Arsenal might have won one. Both teams didn't win the Champions League. So basically, we're measured. It's a small dig competition, as Martin said. But the reason why
who has the smaller dick of the small dicks? That's important.
Yeah, but exactly. So let me tell you, Will. In my point.
Hold on, Mo. Just because you don't remember, hold on, Mo. Just because you in your lifetime. You didn't know that in the 70s and 80s, Spurs had a.
We have to go back to the 70s and 80s now.
English team to win a double, a European trophy and a domestic trophy. The first.
Dayo, let him finish. Dayo, then let him finish.
Right, the first English team to do that. The first, not United, not Chelsea, not Arsenal. Tottenham Hotspur were the first ones to win a cross-continental double. First, right?
Was that a Europa
also
League?
Didn't know. Yes, we won. That's when we won the UEFA Cup.
That's the second-rate European competition anyway. So I don't know if you count that as the double, right?
We were the first team to do it, regardless of the competition, Martin. The first one. Okay.
It's all about the competition. I mean, Conference League is different than Champions League.
So who would you say has more, Mo, European heritage, Sevilla or Arsenal? Neither have ever won the Champions League. Sevilla is far more, way more than Tottenham too.
Wow,
7 Europa Leagues.
Is
7
this why
Europa
we
Leagues.
let Will Jackson jump on Arsenal?
No, I'm answering a question. Am I not allowed to talk because I'm saying things you don't like?
You've been talking for 10 minutes.
I'm sorry.
All you want to hear is Arsenal, a tiny club. I get it.
I'm sorry. Right? But my point is just because.
Let him finish and then you can respond. I'm actually checking what he's saying. I'm fact checking what Will is saying. I'm actually doing the math. I am. Go ahead, Will. Finish.
So just because we have only won a few trophies, we've won more EFL Cups than them. We've won more European Cups than them. So there is no way that Arsenal fans can say they have a better heritage in Europe just because they got to the competition more times than we did in the last 20 years, which by the way is catching up to be not the case that much anymore. If you look at recent history, we've been in the last decade, Tottenham have been in the Champions League far more than Arsenal have. Far more.
What about this season? Are you guys in the Champions League this year, or did you guys bottle it?
No, we're not. That's 2 years that we've been out of it. Okay, you had been out of it for how many years before you got back in it last season?
About 7, but we were in for like 18.
Okay, so when we're out of it 7 years, then you can chat shit, right?
What are you doing? What are you trying to achieve? What is the point?
Yeah, what's this
The point
conversation
is
about? I
that
really
you
don't
guys
get
can't throw shade at
You're
us
not throwing
for
shade
being
at
irrelevant.
anyone.
You are. That's what you've been
Nah.
doing. Literally, you're
When it seems like
irrelevant.
a win,
You're
bro.
only here because we need to
No,
fill the
you're just hurt because
space.
Mo said Spurs was a tiny club. That's not my fault.
But we can still be United.
Can we talk?
Yeah,
Can we
you
talk
are here
about?
because we need to fill space. Tottenham is not.
I actually checked.
More.
both the
Can I
history.
correct you in that one quickly?
Can I just say the stats that I saw in front of me for the 1,000 people that are here?
Go on.
The first time actually Spurs went on an actual European trophy. They went to a semi-final in '61, right?
Yep.
And from that point, they went to win the Cup Winners' Cup once,
Yep.
and
UEFA Cup twice.
And UEFA Cup once.
No.
Twice.
Cup Winners' Cup
71,
once, UEFA Cup twice.
83. They won it twice.
Which I am checking then. UEFA Cup 84. Yes, 83, 84. I went down. The difference is all this is UEFA Cup. And then after this, in the Champions League, they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times, including this season. If I go to Arsenal, the first time Arsenal were actually in a European competition, they were in something called the Intercities Fairs Cup,
It's not
which
a
is actually
not a European
but
competition.
hold on. No, there is another cup called Charity Cup. It was debunked. It was done already. That actually, that is the Europa League now. That's what that Wikipedia says. Okay.
Wikipedia. Oh my days.
No, it's not what Wikipedia says.
Secondary sources, man. Come on, man.
Okay, hold on. Well, while I check this, go check Interface
I don't need
City
it.
Cup.
I've got it up right here. I can read it for you if you want.
We've got it in the UEFA Cup.
Please
We can't.
Please read.
I can't believe we're doing this.
The International
We
Fairs
are
Cup.
doing this. We are fucking doing
Mo,
it.
I can't believe it, bro. Are we really
What does it
doing
have
this
to
for
do
the
with today?
90s?
Yeah, we
No,
can do
but
it.
okay,
If you want to do it, if you're going to call me out and say I'm wrong, we can do it.
More. You know, let me tell you more. Respect to Europa League, UEFA Cup. R9 won it. In my eyes, when UEFA Cup was big, they've got 2. Arsenal's not bigger than Spurs in Europe. What
All
we
right,
doing here?
hold
How
on.
can
I am
we
actually
compare?
Hamza. I am actually reading now. The Intercities Fairs Cup, sometimes referred to as the European Fairs Cup. It's simply a Fairs Cup as a European football competition playing between 55 and 71. It is considered the predecessor of the UEFA Cup.
Yeah, predecessor. But why is it considered the predecessor to the UEFA Cup?
I don't know.
The why is very important.
This is
Read
where
the rest of the article. Hold on. Read the rest of the article. It's because the concept of it is based on what they did. The guys from FIFA who set up this thing outside of UEFA, the concept on how it was worked, how they picked teams, how they scheduled things, they based UEFA.
Meanwhile, Madrid was in the same
hold on,
tournament too.
Hold on.
Barcelona
Don't
was in the
interrupt.
same
I'm
tournament.
talking.
Let him finish then, so we can understand. I want to understand
The
because I'm
basis
learning
or the
now.
concept. UEFA took their concept and created their own tournament that was judged under the body and laws and rules of the game and started it. That's the only reason why it's considered the predecessor, because
So you're
UEFA
saying
took the
UEFA
concept.
copied the
Hold on.
Intercity Fairs
Stop
Cup?
talking. Right?
Whoa.
Because I'm
Respect.
speaking right now.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's called interrupting. I'm in the
Your
middle of a
neck veins are
sentence.
popping out.
Guys,
I'm not-
we
I'm not.
aren't gonna turn this into anything personal. This is all about Arsenal and
Stop interrupting me
Spurs.
when
It's
I'm
not
trying
about-
to talk.
It's not about Martin
You're
and
the only
Will
one
at
that's allowed
all,
to
but
talk uninterrupted, obviously. Let's go.
it's not, guys. It isn't about Martin and Will at all. By the way, you guys, like, there is nothing here about Mo or Hamza or Shez or Dayo. Just can we state that clear, right? We are all grown men here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We're
So
all
just to
grown
quote
men.
the third paragraph of that article, right? The competition was organized by Fairs Cup Committee, which was led by some FIFA executives until 1971, when it was taken over by UEFA and replaced with the UEFA Cup. According to UEFA General Secretary Hans Berger, the competition was successful, but the time came when UEFA committee thought that such a major competition be governed and organized by UEFA itself and could ensure that the standards, rules are followed and could deal with refereeing and disciplinary matters. Right? So they took the concept of the Interfairs Cup and ditched it because it was bad. They just invited people. The first 7, 8, 10 years of it was just invitation only, right? The whole competition was debunked. That's why UEFA themselves on UEFA.com do not count the Interfairs Cup as a European trophy. Fact. You can check that.
That's done. Okay, I want to say one at the end. I want to move on from the Spurs Arsenal competition.
Well, can I just say one thing before you move on? Because I want
One thing. You got one thing. You got one thing to say.
Hey.
One thing.
Yeah, I'm saying about that. Wallahi, that's fact. Because I done my research. Yeah, and I've watched Europe since I was young. I watch European football. I respect European football. There is no way. I even used to say Spurs are bigger than Man City. That's how much I was not even a hypocrite. I was saying to Man City fans, they're bigger than us. I don't care about getting to Champions League final. You're telling me a club that has gotten to 2 Europa League final and lost. There's a Fatih Terim documentary in Netflix talks about Galatasaray saying he went to the game knowing he's going to beat Arsenal. I watched Arsenal losing and crying in Wallahi Copenhagen. Wallahi, I watched it.
How have we spent 30 minutes on this topic?
Wallahi. I'm being honest.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Chelsea, man. I don't know, man.
Leo and the rest of us are sitting here. How we spent 30 minutes on this topic? Why has no one
What's going on, man?
What are we talking about here? Come on, man.
Outside the world, there's something called shame and class. Will I be honest? I said, yo, Chelsea are bigger than me. There's nothing to say. Chelsea, you're bigger than me. You got 2 Champions League. I don't have a problem saying that. Why do you have an ego? Until you win a Europa League or a Champions League, then we can start saying, but they got 2. You haven't got 1. And I like Arsenal. You're a good club. It's just unfortunate. Europe is not for you. England's for you, but outside the world, you're staying in England, boy. Get that European trophy for you to be respected. They're a big club. Just have the audacity. Look at me, I'm humble. Man United are bigger than me. Look, I'm saying, Man United bigger than me. I hate them. I have respect. Have respect. The same respect.
Anyway,
can we talk about Man City? Can we talk about Man City, please? Yeah, let's talk about Man City.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
We need to move on.
I know Martin. That's somehow I don't know what Martin's still here or not.
Yeah, sorry, I had something very busy to do. Sorry, very important.
That sounds like sarcasm.
No, I was in the chat because these guys are just waffling about crap. Are we going to talk about Pep leaving? That's an interesting topic.
Can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
Can we
let's talk about Man City.
Can we before we go on to Man City, can we get 500 likes, people? There's over 1,000 people here, which is a record for the show.
I
over
guess
1,000 people.
I guess Nottingham Forest is bigger than you as well. Nottingham Forest is bigger than you as well, Hamza. Right? Aston Villa is bigger than you. In Europe, yeah.
Shez, what are you saying, Shez?
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, right. So Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, yeah.
This is the highest amount of views on this channel that we've done. I think there are 3 of these shows. Bill, everyone watching, make sure you like, subscribe to everyone in the description. All that good stuff, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. Chaz, you haven't opened your eyes on this stream today. Yeah, that's good. Good job,
because
man.
Chelsea are in the mud, so nothing to be shameless about, isn't it? Like,
by the way, I did a show with Shez the other day with all the Chelsea guys. They were like, Amarim. It looks like Amarim is not even on the table, bro.
I got
that was never happening.
You know
that
when
was never gonna happen. I'm telling people that was never gonna happen, man. I don't know why people thought that, man. But
listen. Can I just say something real quick?
Oh my God, the Man United fan woke up.
Wait, I just want to have my say, yeah. I just find it hilarious. My club won a trophy, and I'm seeing Tottenham and Arsenal argue.
Yeah,
the biggest mid-off I've seen, by the way. Both of them are trophyless, yeah. My club came 8th. I won a trophy. You lot need to firm it. And like I said, can we talk? And can we talk about KDB as well in big games? He's a fraud in big games, you know. He's not that good in big games. I see Pep. He subbed him off, by the way, in the 55th minute. Imagine the so-called big game player, by the way, this Belgian Ward-Prowse, yeah? He got hooked off in front of his own fans, you know. Hamza, that's your guy, you know. That's your guy, KDB. He got outclassed by Kobe. You know, the same Kobe, yeah, that these guys were trying to tell me that he's overrated. My youngster cooked. You've got Saka doing Nando sauces, and my guy's winning trophies. There's a difference. There's a difference, by the way. There's a difference. My youngster's winning flipping trophies. He's scoring in big games. What's Saka doing? Nando sauce, by the way. What's he doing? Peri chicken.
So hold on. You want to come for us now? You don't want to go for Man City that you went to play against. Okay, so you want me to come for you, right? Your celebration is culture. Listen, forget that your trophy that you won. Forget that nonsense that you're talking about. Your team is in the mud. Your stadium is a waterfall. Your facility is underground.
Oh my God.
Just because you have won an FA Cup now, you think you can come here and start picking out other teams and just talking to them anyhow.
FA Cup champions, Saka's a bomb. Sorry, carry on. Carry on.
Look at you. Shameless team. You can't.
Oh, Trump is voting for India.
Listen, all I have to say, KDB, yeah. Listen, I knew he wasn't a big game player, but my guy Hazard had to carry him for Belgium, man. You know what I mean? That's all I have to say.
Hamza, I'm not gonna lie to you, Hamza. We haven't been on the shoes that much lately. But this KDB thing, yeah, Hamza, this KDB thing's looking spooky. It's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good.
Listen,
and Hamza, I like KDB. For the record, yeah, I think he's a
You know what, man? There's another guy we talk about as well, another big game guy, a guy that, you know, he scores a lot of goals. He scores a lot of goals, but when it comes to the big games, he ain't got the mentality.
Let me cook Haaland, by the way. Let me cook Haaland. I said that this guy's a Norwegian Bamford. I swear to God, there's no difference between them two. There's no difference than Bamford. He's not better than Lukaku. He's rubbish. In big games, against Madrid, pocketed. Against Arsenal, pocketed. Against us, pocketed. Varane, by the way. Raphael Varane. People try to tell me he was finished. World-class performance with him and Lisandro Martinez. Being our best centre-back this season. He pocketed Haaland. What did he do, by the way? With that ponytail. Ponytail merchant. That's all he is. He's nothing. He's got nothing about him. Got nothing about him. I see Rodri, by the way, talking about mentality. Where was his mentality? Guardiola, 100 million you spent on that guy. He got dunked by Garnacho, a guy that I don't even rate. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that? Look at that. Look at Haaland, by the way. Expected touches in the penalty box, by the way. Nothing. You got no touches in the box.
Hamza, this is your star boy, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
0 goals in 5 finals. Remember that, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
When I'm ready to go, I can go. I'll let you guys talk.
No. We're not letting you go. We're not letting you go.
We're not letting you go.
You lost your final.
Oh my God. We're talking about KDB and Man City. I'm just like, I gotta go.
No, I want him to go, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on my.
Norwegian.
Hamza will not land. He'll talk for like next 10 hours.
No, I wanna. So which one do you want me to start? KDB. Okay.
Talk on that front.
I don't have a problem saying, yeah. Listen, sometimes you cannot be a great team there and you take the trophy.
Hamza, can I just say something quick? Ask a question. I actually tell you, yeah.
To me, it showed me.
Hamza, one sec. I want to say something about your team. You won the league, but your team's regressed from last year. And I just want to hear you say that because obviously last year you beat Man City to go and win the Champions League. You won the FA Cup. And this year, obviously, you couldn't do those three. I'm not saying you need to win a treble, but to not beat Man United in the finals stinks. That stinks. And you have all the chest on Michael. We don't win finals. We haven't won this finals. I've got to give you some smoke too. Why have you regressed this season? And I need you to accept the fact that you lost to Man United and finished 8th. 8th in the league. You couldn't even beat them.
Exactly. Where was Pep's tactics, by the way? Where was Pep tactics today, by the way? I see him drinking, by the way, water, by the way. I said that last stream. Expected drinks on the touchline. That's all he's doing, by the way, drinking water. He didn't do any tactical substitutions.
He spits
no tactics in. Imagine Amrabat, Sofyan Amrabat, yeah? He pocketed your whole midfield. He had them like this, by the way. He's like, come here, little boys, come on. He's pocketed your whole team, by the way. Pocketed your whole team. You guys are little kids, man. Little City. This is what I said, by the way. Manchester's always been red.
Little City.
Bro, they have been. It's never
noisy
been.
Neighbours only. Noisy neighbours, yeah.
Noisy neighbours. Listen, we don't care about them neighbours, by the way. They bagged the 4P and no one's talking about it. This FA Cup is going to get talked about more than Man City's 4P because we're a big club. That's why.
Embarrassing, Hamza. Your club's embarrassing, man.
That's crazy, man.
I haven't heard any noise on social media. If I didn't watch football, I would have no idea Man City won the league. I wouldn't even know.
There was 150 people at the parade.
It was there for one day on social media.
Hamza, this is your football club, yeah? Your football club. Took a photo in the final as well, you embarrassing club. You were dusty that, so you couldn't beat us.
Listen, don't fall.
Listen, that's crazy, man.
Listen, guys, don't fall for Hamza's.
Breaking news. Hold on.
No, don't do it.
Actually, David Ornstein just shared that Chelsea no longer consider Kieran McKenna as a new head coach.
There we go, Zerbi.
Oh, he's excited for the Zerbi.
Hold on. Oh, he's wrong. Plus, admired by Chelsea fans, but not among final candidates as process. Only Enzo Maresca and Thomas Frank now the only options remaining.
Oh, damn.
That's the athletic.
God. Oh my lord!
Hold on, this is
Nah,
fucked
man.
up. I actually have a thumbnail ready for the Zerbi with Chelsea.
Nah, this can't be true.
Nah,
This
man.
can't be true.
No way,
That's
bro.
stinky stuff.
No
That is
way.
stinky.
We
That
actually
is
get Maresca.
horrific.
We actually get Maresca, you know. Oh
Enzo
my.
Maresca. He said
Well, it
exactly.
was just
Enzo
like this.
Maresca.
It was like,
And
Hey,
Thomas
let me.
Frank, now only known options
Enzo
remaining.
Maresca is a good manager.
Now, to be fair, Mo, that doesn't
So-
mean that the Zerbi's not there. That's bare cryptic, this message.
No, but hold on.
No,
But this
the
morning,
Zerbi's not
yeah,
mentioned
but hold
in the
on.
article.
This morning, guys, but this morning, the Zerbi name was mentioned with Chelsea.
Yeah,
The fact that
Exactly.
David Ornstein is not mentioning him now,
Yeah.
does that mean that he's not even a candidate?
I'm not sure because I'm seeing all the Chelsea outlets, all the Chelsea news coming out that he's.
Okay, so
he's
you're gonna
literally
believe maybe, but this is David Ornstein. You know, it's a joke. Like this is a trusted source.
This is like the
Exactly.
S tier. This is S tier in it. The rest of them.
Clear of that.
is.
He's clear of that tap-in merchant Romano, by the way. Just saying.
Apparently, the Zerbi's not mentioned apparently at all by Ornstein.
No, but Ahmed, he's definitely in there. The fact he hasn't mentioned him is very weird.
I'm gonna read
Shez
the
is in
article.
denial.
Yes,
I'm gonna read
it's
the
all-
no,
article.
no,
I'm gonna read the article. I'm gonna read the article 1 second. Like, give me
Yeah,
a
let me
second.
read
Will.
the whole thing still.
Nah,
You with
man,
us?
listen.
You with
Now,
that?
McKenna will, you know what will happen? McKenna will go Brighton, yeah, and you will get the Leicester manager for it. What's his
No,
name?
no, I already know they're
Maresca.
getting Maresca. I think we're getting Maresca. I've already said
Oh,
this, bro.
Bro, you never know
Well,
about
Daniel Farka didn't go to the Premier League, so you might get Daniel Farka then.
All right,
Good
let's.
season with
We're
Leeds.
doing too much, man. Come on, man.
And hold on, what's the difference, yani, between Enzo Maresca because he won with Leicester? Leeds was leading the league all season, yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know
my
who he is.
God,
I want to
man.
know who Hamza wants after Pep. Is it going to be Southgate or
It's gonna be Ange Postecoglou.
McKenna?
Huh?
I think that the
Who do you want
Girona
after
manager.
Pep?
Pep's not leaving. He's signing a contract after in the summer.
Oh,
No.
he's
What do you live in a bubble?
Yeah, it is.
Yo,
It is.
He does live in a bubble.
You live in a bubble.
I'm
you guys
telling
are getting Thomas Frank. It looks like it.
me.
No, it's probably
I'm
Maresca.
going Thomas Frank.
I said, are you Chelsea?
Oh yeah, sorry, Dio. I thought. because these
Focus
guys
now,
are-
focus.
Hold on.
Stay-
Shez is now is going to every single Chelsea
No.
outlet.
I still will get the Zerbi. I'm
We have
not
to talk
saying
about
bro.
Chelsea. Listen, let's talk. Can I say more? Let me tell you something, yeah.
Yo.
You know they bantered me and say, "Oh yeah, correct." Listen, you're playing Europa Conference League. You're not attracting any best coach. Listen, you're going to play. I'm reading the team. You're playing a team called F9, which is a keyboard. Yeah.
Listen,
Bruno's
don't talk
back,
about.
right?
Wait. But listen, Hamza, bro. Hamza, respectfully. Hamza,
You are
respectfully.
begging me. You're kind
Ahmed,
to
let him
boss me
finish,
here.
Ahmed.
When
When
you're
he
begging
starts,
me
let him finish.
about giving you Europa League. Yeah. Now you're going to be playing Borat's team. You know Borat? You remember Borat? The movie. 11. You're going Borat, bro. No planes, nowhere. You're going. I don't know what time they play there. 12 midnight or 2 in the morning. You're going in the mud, bro. Latvia. You're going through Forest Sunday League there, bro. The ball's being played. Start the game. You're starting in July.
Yeah, they've got to
You're
qualify.
starting in July.
They've got to play a two-legged qualifier to get
You
in.
know,
So you guys
they also
remember
have-
that MLS
they also
comp
have to
that you guys
qualify.
watched?
Our life
Ahmed,
can
it's
come
not true.
very
Ahmed,
fast.
it's not true. Don't believe the news, man.
Life can come very fast at you. Now be honored that you're sitting with us and Dio now. Me, Dio, Spurs, more Champions League club, bro. You're not invited, bro. You are talking about Europa Conference League next season from July, bro. Bro, it's gonna be long. July. You're starting Europa Conference League and you call yourself, listen, you're a big club, yeah. What a shame that no one even considers you. That you're in Thomas Frank, Brentford manager. You used to beg at Brighton. You begged every player from Brighton. Cucurella, 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙂, let me take the medical coach. Now you can't even beg at Brighton. You've gone downhill. You're now going at Brentford, or you're begging for a championship manager because you might end up in the championship. Without Cole Palmer, you would have been in the championship. We all know. Look at you. If Cole Palmer wasn't playing for you,
That's just what that life comes at
you
you
would have
after.
been in the
Oh my
championship. That's what you're begging for, championship managers. You are saying Kieran McKenna. Do you think Man City will ever interview Kieran McKenna? Do you think Man United would want Kieran McKenna? You're laughing at Arteta, but you're fighting for championship manager. You're texting me. Wallahi, I was being texted by Chelsea. Tell me about Enzo Maresca, Hamza, please. Tell me. Bro, you're begging for it because you know your future looks bleak.
and your
Hamza,
owner
I
has
can't
already
lie to you,
set
bro.
you up.
Bro.
Yeah, he's already set you up already for failure. You're now no longer shopping at Harrods.
No,
You
no,
never
no, pause.
having
Can I
those
just say
kind of
on this
manager
news, Hamza,
who's
please?
heading. Yeah, remember
Hamza,
you used to
Hamza,
have
on this news, on this
Scolari
news,
World Cup winner. You used to have Mourinho. From that,
Respected it.
now you're going to Enzo Maresca
no,
and Thomas Frank.
no,
That's his
no.
And
Hamza,
you know
let me
what?
just say
I
something
think-
on this news. Yeah,
I think this
Hamza,
being
Hamza,
very
I want to
privileged
respond to you. I want to
is
respond
the
to you.
start of your downfall.
I
Listen,
want to respond to
is
you.
the
Want to
start
respond?
of your downfall because see, you're smiling. You're cooking me.
want to
Oh,
respond.
Hamza, oh, you just said
I want to
you might
respond.
not be
This
the
is
FA Cup final game.
Let me deny the news.
You're
Hey,
privileged to be in sixth
Hey.
round or even semi-final, bro. Look at your future now.
Hamza, let me respond, man.
Austin just released the bomber and you're smiling while
I'm
You should
crying
be sad
inside.
today.
Let me respond.
You're a real
Let me
honest man,
project.
and in reality, Enzo Maresca is your future manager
Hamza,
with
can I
Thomas
respond,
Frank.
please?
And
Hamza,
you
can I
guys are,
respond?
look at more.
Hamza, let me
Look at
come in
more
now. I'm
smiling.
gonna come in. I'm gonna come in quickly on this news. Deo's in his underwear, getting excited, all sweating, all that, typing on his keyboard. Let me get a screenshot up. Firstly, he doesn't deny RDZ. So until he denies RDZ, I still believe he's gonna be our
He's not
manager.
coming, man.
Don't get excited. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too
Ches,
excited.
Ches,
Yeah?
I wanted to say quickly, Ches, yeah. I hear you, bro, but listen, I can't lie to
No,
you.
Ahmed.
I
I'm
think it's Mariska.
not just gonna cope him, yeah. If he'd said Robert De Zerbi and McKenna, no, he doesn't mention his name once. That is not PR, but it's just very much the cryptic message we've seen all week. He doesn't mention him once.
Bro,
Okay,
he's
so
a
Ches,
unique guy, bro.
if you have,
Bro,
if,
I'll
so
be
Ches,
right in the
Ches,
end. I'm just
Ches,
saying. I'm just
Ches,
saying.
question,
I'll be right
Ches,
in the end.
Ches,
I'll
question,
be right in the end.
Ches,
innit?
question, right? Listen,
He's going against Ornstein.
Ches, I'm not even talking about De Zerbi or anything. I don't, because he hasn't mentioned him. I'm only showing you what he has mentioned.
1 second.
And these
Ches,
are
do
the
you have
options.
Twitter, by
That's
the
all
way?
I'm saying.
Man, he says there's no known other candidate.
1 second, Ches, have
It's
you
just
got
a
Twitter?
minute.
I can send you something. I can send you something else. I have something else that about the
As
club.
candidates
that,
are
my source,
the process
that,
approaches a
Do
conclusion.
you have Twitter or something? I can send you something. That's
He
fine.
says approaches
Tell us what you got.
conclusion.
Tell us what you
Are
got.
you reading what he's saying?
Ahmed, does it back my point or not?
No,
As
that's what I'm saying to you. But I don't have you on Twitter now. I'll continue actually by text message, innit?
Message me on WhatsApp.
apologies.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
Dale, Mum, this is a copium. Journalists do it all the time. They use their words very carefully. He said there's no known candidate. 2 days ago, there was an unknown candidate in the process. Guess who that was? De Zerbi. They use all these stupid words.
But you also have to realize, Ches, we've analyzed this thing. De Zerbi left Brighton because they don't want to give him power.
We paid out his
listen. They don't want, whoever paid out, you don't know who it is right now. And if it is you guys, then why are you still just wasting time to intervene other coaches when you could have said, listen, all right, he's left the job, paid out your compensation, come start work. If you genuinely want your club to hit the floor running, your manager should be in by now. So why are you doing all this drama? If you're the club who paid out his compensation, as you said, then why is it that you're still talking to Thomas Frank and Maresca and all these other guys and considering them? Why is that still in the news? Why don't you just pay out his compensation and let the man start working? How hard is that? You fired Poch already now. There's nobody
for this.
Poch's office is empty. Poch has moved out of his office. His office is empty. There's nobody there. So if you paid out De Zerbi's compensation, why aren't you just letting him start? So obviously,
they would love to have.
Obviously,
Poch
it's
back.
not you. So
They
all
would
I'm
love
just
to have Poch back.
Hamza's right.
They would love to have Poch back. Look at their faces. Look at them looking down. You can refresh as much as you want. The news ain't changing. You can refresh as much as you want. It's David Onston with the bomber.
Hey, Hamza, leave me alone.
What's that?
Hamza,
keep refreshing.
Listen, this is how, you see, this is how I knew your downfall would start when you had these new owners. I told you, these new owners are not there for trophies. They're not, and you have to accept it now. You're not that club that will be chasing for Roman's time. Roman's gone, bye-bye. These owners are dealing with a project about buying players when they're 18, selling them when they're 23, 24. You're going to be like Southampton. Southampton get those kind of managers like this. Remember, Southampton got the youngsters that they have, and they sell Luke Shaw. They sold all these players, Luke Shaw, Theo Walcott, Oxlade-Chamberlain. This is how you're becoming. You're becoming a football club that's not going to be chasing for trophies. Players are going to start not wanting to play for you. Because ask yourself, who's going to play for Thomas Frank? Who's going to say, do you think big players will say, oh, my dream is to play for Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank might win me something. Bro, Thomas Frank is fighting 13th place. Your owners has realized, yo, we could have been relegated if Hamza didn't give a little Obama us. Would have been
But
the best. I've seen
even
Leeds United.
Zerbi said that he doesn't care about
I've
trophies.
seen Leeds United. Let me tell you something. Leeds United went down with Harry Kewell, Oliver Dacko, Mark Viduka. They went down, bro. West Ham went down with Jerome Defoe, Michael Carrick. Wallahi, they had the players. Who did they have? Paulo Di Canio, Frederick Canute. They had top players. Wallahi, they went down. Premier League is a very deadly game. I'm warning you, Chelsea fan. You can check, refresh it. I'm telling you, I'm warning you.
I'm not refreshing anything, man.
At the wrong place now. You're starting to shop at the wrong place. You're eating crumbs now. You're starting to eat crumbs. You see, I got crumbs there. That's where you're shopping.
Let me get up with the Zerbi. Don't say I didn't tell you.
This is your last beginning. This is your last beginning of your downfall. You'll not be even the top club in West London, probably. Because Brentford is killing you.
Even Zerbi said that he didn't care about winning trophies. He plays to have fun. That's a quote from him from like 2003. He doesn't play.
My question is to everyone, because all the Arsenal fans and everyone packed up goes to me, you're going to fail. So I'll ask a simple question. Whatever manager we appoint, are we going to go forwards or backwards? I want everyone to answer. Martin, you can go
no
first.
idea. Sideways.
No, because everyone's so laughing and joking. If we get Enzo, are we going to finish lower than 6th and not win a trophy? Yes or no?
So now you're probably Enzo.
Yes.
Hamza, let me ask you a question. Get to waffle. Answer
He managed Palmer. I remember.
Hamza, no. If we get Enzo, are we going to go backwards or forwards next season?
Bro, if Enzo for EBS, you went to Palmer.
Don't answer my question. Don't be trolling me.
I think
if you don't answer my question, don't be trolling me. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm telling you the truth. He's not your guy.
What's your answer?
You need experienced manager. Why are you not getting experienced?
Why are you not answering my question?
Enzo Maresca will not finish you top 4. I put money there.
Calm.
You're not finishing top 4.
Calm. I'm done with you. Deo, are we going to forwards or backwards if we get Enzo?
Dude, honestly, honestly, Chad, well, you've asked the question and just allow us to answer. Honestly, I don't think you guys are going to go forward. And it's not, and it's not banter. I just feel like your owners at this stage with this multi-club format that they own. I mean, of course, Man City too have a multi-club format, but Man City seems to be run properly. Your owners, the multi-club format that they're doing, I think they've just. Let me put it this way. You see how Man City's multi-club format is? City is their big project, their big club. They have Girona, they have these other little clubs here and there, and they treat those as such. And of course, they try to grow them and try to get them to win too. But I think your owners put all the clubs that they own on the same level, just as like a car factory, like get players from here, come in here, young player here, develop here, sell here. Like they don't really care, which is why they're going for managers like this guy. You know, and Thomas Frank and all these kind of guys. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to go forward. It's hard to see now because
they should have kept Poch. It's like obvious that Poch was making progress.
So yeah, Poch had already made some progress. You guys, I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I may, I think once again, I just want to say quickly, I think for me the issue that I have here with Chelsea, I've always maintained. I think whatever the model they're doing, I don't think the model itself is a problem. They just need to tweak the model, in my personal opinion, and bringing in some more key quality players. That's the first thing first. Secondly, again with the manager stuff, I don't know, bro. I would have personally preferred Zerbi only because of the style of play we're trying to apparently.
Oh, so you want to play good football?
No. So again, I said the style of play they are calling. You know what I mean? That's not my point of view. But they want to do that, style of play, progressive style of play. Okay, he's your guy, technically speaking, then. Do that. But the problem is, if you go for a guy from a championship and then you're asking him to get top 4 and compete for trophies, it's stupid logic. You can't, at one front tell this guy, I want top 4 on a trophy, but then he's coming from the championship side of Leicester. It's just, for me, stupid logic at the end of the day. That's all it is for me.
Mo, do you think Zerbi's going to win trophies at Chelsea if he goes there?
He's not going Chelsea, bro. He's not going Chelsea. I'm just letting you know right now.
You're saying it? Okay.
Yeah, I know he's not going Chelsea.
Oh, man, who's not going Chelsea?
Zerbi, bro. I'm telling you, Maresca is the guy. Watch tomorrow morning.
Obviously, my people.
Okay, man, you don't even know about Enzo Maresca. Tell me, where did he finish with Parma?
No, but Hamza, I understand all this.
You're all gonna
All the
pretend you
people
knew
that I
him.
speak to, Hamza, yeah.
I don't know him. Again, I don't know him, bro. I don't know him. Again, I don't know
Hamza,
him.
all the people that I
So you
speak
get
to.
managers that you even don't know.
Hamza,
That's
the
what
thing is,
I'm saying.
I agree with Hamza. I'm with you, yeah.
You used
I
to
want
get
my
managers
team to-
like
Hamza.
Mourinho, Ancelotti, Conte. Now you're no longer even shocked.
Hamza, we agree with Hamza.
It's
The thing
another
is, yeah.
level of Arteta.
Hamza,
And there's
I
another
agree with
one
you.
for
No,
the
Hamza, one
Zerbi.
sec.
You're going
I agree with
championship.
you. I agree with you. My club's been winning, yeah. So I want my team to win, innit? But the thing is, I ask people, if we get Enzo in, are we going to go backwards? And people can't tell me otherwise.
What do you want? Do you want to win the league?
Hamza, people are trolling me. I'm not trolling my club for getting Enzo because I don't like it in the first place. I'm not going to sit here going, yes, Enzo, or even De Zerbi. I'm not going to be like gassed. But the thing is, Ahmed, the thing is, is I want to ask people, okay, laugh at me all you want. Are we going to go
Well,
backwards?
Hamza, you're an asshole, Hamza, for that.
No
I
one.
showed in that video. I said they didn't play Europe.
I want to ask people, yeah, are Chelsea going to go backwards with Enzo? Nobody can tell me a definitive response. No one. Everyone's like, oh, maybe, I don't know. Then you get the shameless people who go, yeah, you're going to go backwards. So if we're not going to go backwards, then why is there L? I don't get it. I thought it was all about process. I don't believe in process, by the way. But I want trophies. But I thought it was all about process moving forward. If we don't go backwards and we get top 4 on the trophy, who's gonna be laughing then? Me or you?
No, hold on. Do you believe?
That's what I don't get.
Do you believe Enzo Maresca is the right choice for you? Even did you ever think those are the managers, if you sack Poch, that you be linked with?
I don't want any of them.
No.
But did you think that this is the managers? When you guys wanted Pochettino out, I remember you guys.
No.
Again,
Again.
as long as we get Poch out, this is what you wished for. Every Chelsea fans were saying, we want Poch out. I said to him, no, it doesn't matter. I want him out. Do you see the problem? You see the problem? You now wished what you did. Now you're panicking. Look at you. Both of you are looking at your phones. You're Googling. You're thinking, shit, man. Times are hard. I never used to shop there. Now I'm being given.
Bro,
I don't even know these guys.
Listen, Maresca, let me say something about Maresca. I think Maresca, yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people are making out to be. Because you know what, yeah? The guy's what, 44, yeah? He plays good. Maresca plays good football.
Good, but
and
not
that's
there,
what
man.
you... No, but what I'm saying is, if he can get Chelsea playing good football with this crop of players, he might get the best out of Enzo Fernandez. He might get the best out of 𝙤𝙤. He'll play good football. Whether if he can win serious trophies is a different story. But let's say he gets you playing good football for 2 years, yeah, and now you lot need to win something massive. Go get a top tier manager then. Let him lay the foundations first. Because Pochettino, yeah, the thing is with Pochettino, he's outdated now. Maresca is an upcoming coach. You never know what he can do. And plus,
What did me? I love Enzo Maresca. You go. I haven't deleted any tweet. I used to rate him because I saw him. Lavia. He had a Lavia, Cole Palmer, Makati, Liam Delap, Lucas Mete. That team went unbeaten and they won 3 Premier Leagues. But he took over the last 2. He won in the last year. He then went to Parma, where Palmer was supposed to be promoted, but he didn't do well. I've been following him. He did well at Leicester, but I'm respecting Chelsea as a club. I will never cast Enzo Maresca. He's my guy. I'm not going to cast Enzo Maresca. But what I'm saying is where you were shopping at the top managers like Mourinho, those are the guys. You used to sack guys for 𝙤𝙤 for 1 year. And then you'd get Conte. And then you sack him. And you get 1 week. This is it. Roman had elite. You have to have a proven CV.
Chelsea on
The problem is, yeah, bro. The problem is though, the guys, the proven CVs, there's not that many out there. You know what I'm saying to you? And a lot of them already. A lot of the vast majority of them are locked up, or there's someone like Mourinho who, listen, big up to Mourinho, I respect him.
And Mourinho's done.
Past his time. So, you know, Tuchel, there's this Tuchel. The issue of Tuchel is, again, managerial, in my personal opinion, and the ownership and him. I don't know, there's something going on there that, you know, they have to deal with themselves, right? And then Allegri, they're never taking Allegri because of this idea. They want to play progressive style of football. Even if I was to give Allegri the yes, hypothetically speaking, right? So then after that, you don't really have anyone else to go for.
More. This is the problem. Arsenal's DNA is beautiful football. Fact. Whether you like, Arsenal can go in the mud. They used to play beautiful football, even with the Justin Hoyt and all that stuff. They still used to play tiki-taka.
Justin Hoy.
What is your DNA? Your DNA in Chelsea, anyone knew, was fight. And if you had to play Chelsea, you had to sweat blood and tears to win that game. Why are you going to tiki-taka? It's not this sort of game. This is what I'm confused.
Guys, listen.
Everyone wants to play good football.
That's Arsenal.
We still have 1,000 people. I'm going to do the super chats, and then I think we can wrap it up here. And the Chelsea talk is not going to end. I think there will be news in the morning. Don't go anywhere. Stay on the stream because Ahmed is going live on his channel. This will take you to Ahmed's channel where he's talking about Ten Hag and how his team and who stays and who leaves. Now we're going to respond to super chat. AJ is saying last time Spurs won the league, Churchill was alive. So that's a fact. AJ, that's an absolute
Big up
fact.
Churchill.
Big up.
Oh my
ZDT. Chelsea, good luck against. Wallah, I can't actually.
Nordstrand.
Northland, yeah.
Northland.
Is that who you're actually playing?
No. Listen,
okay.
FFP's got to step in before that happens. Anyway.
You know how you guys watched our MLS skills comp in preseason last season? It's payback time. I'm going to be watching you guys against Ferreira, Rocher, or whoever you're playing.
Wow, thank you very much. Hey, we need every view matters.
Abul Hana saying, "Will always talk sense until Arsenal is mentioned."
I always talk sense.
Will has actually sent me the official websites of UEFA while you guys were talking.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
I'm just gonna say
gotta
facts.
go, guys.
You guys can go check it. UEFA Europa League doesn't have Arsenal as winner and have Spurs twice winners.
Okay.
And so basically, this is just a fact.
First English team to ever win a European trophy. First ever team to win 2 different European trophies.
So yes, that's a fact. You can go check it. By the way, you can go to UEFA, go to Europa League and type winners. Very, very simple. The winner of the smallest league is Martin and Dio.
I agree.
Alex,
you.
that's maroon, man.
Yeah.
Don't be
Who's
mad.
got that? Hold on. Let me see. Redneck Blue 1905.
That's the guy that shoots shotguns at his window.
That's what your girlfriend too said now last night.
Wow.
Wowza.
I'm not involved in this.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
You know what I mean? I'm not involved in this either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's just
You know
keep
what I'm
that.
saying?
He's not even watching.
Well, let's hope maybe he can watch the replay just in case.
No, I want him to watch a replay. And the next time you want to send that kind of super chat, you have to send like $50 one. That's why I keep telling you guys.
Do you know?
You're allowed to curse
Have
me.
you ever streamed with Alex?
Now, big up Dio.
Yes,
man.
yes, man. I don't think he has. I don't think he has, bro.
Okay, guys. Abul Hana, ex-Arsenal fan Hamza, know more about Arsenal than Arsenal fans. Oh, come on.
No, I know everything about football. Even more. Do I not talk to you about Inter Milan?
Yeah,
in
you
the
know.
90s.
A lot of Wikipedia around there when you work.
No Wikipedia, bro. I used to watch Serie A. Bro. What are you doing here?
Everybody
Channel
used to
4.
watch
Don't
Serie A.
Google Channel 4 Serie A. Peter Brackley.
What channel was Syria on? What channel was Syria on?
AA saying Hamza, Arsenal played.
10
Hamza.
10 o'clock was the
Guys,
highlights.
Guys,
And the match was Sunday.
you.
Ask anyone here. At 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
Hamza, wait. Hamza, Arsenal played. Dio, let me do the super chat so we can get
Yeah,
out
go
of here.
on.
Hamza, Arsenal played United in the semi-final in 08-09. That's a
That's
fact.
the Ronaldo one. Yeah. They won this.
Yes.
Got smacked 4-1.
Nick is saying we need a name change to Footy Historian Mo. Oh, that was a history lesson. Thank you, Nick, for the super chat. The belittle Arsenal, but that is all talk about. I don't know what that means.
Pepper.
Spicy
But
talk.
about spicy. Yeah, it is spicy talk about Arsenal, of course, because you don't want us to talk about you, so
Massive.
don't consider yourself a big club.
I would
City's
love to
saying
not be talked about.
Aston
Is there a
Villa
way to
is
be,
bigger
like,
than
not main character?
Aston Villa is bigger than Arsenal and Spurs, Chicken
And
Club.
Chelsea.
Arsenal fan. Aston Villa is bigger
In
than
Europe,
Chicken Club
absolutely.
and Arsenal.
Yeah,
They got the
in
same-
Europe, absolutely.
Aston Villa's got the same ECLs as us.
West Ham's have got a
Yeah, in
bigger,
Europe.
better
Yeah,
European
yeah.
heritage than Arsenal.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, if Heritage is just winning the trophy, yeah, they of course Aston Villa, even Nottingham
That's literally
Forest.
what heritage means.
That's what I said. I'm just being repetitive. I said if Heritage is winning the trophy, then that of course Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, all these guys are bigger. That's what I said. So I know what Heritage
Okay.
is.
Even Ipswich
Both
Town.
are very experts on Arsenal history, obviously, Hamza and Will.
Yeah.
To respond.
I
think
literally
that's
knew,
good
like,
thing.
so earlier, Dio said that when they finished 8th, that was statistically their worst season in the Premier League, which is not true. First year in the Premier League, they finished 10th. The third year in the Premier League, they finished 12th. So he doesn't even know that.
Who said I didn't know that? I said that was one of. This is why when I say listen, I said one of our
No,
worst
you said
seasons
the
as well.
worst. You didn't say one of. You need to go back and watch
Oh
the stream
my
again.
god!
We can go back and we can go
Yeah,
back.
you can. If you want to go back and tell, I said that was one of our worst seasons, and we still won the trophy in that season too.
Thank
so
you,
for me, that's no
Sidi.
excuse.
Thank you, Sidi. I love this show. Keep it up, guys. This is a brilliant panel. This has been absolutely pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. We're actually 40 likes away from 500 likes. I am sure this is it. There is 100 of you that haven't subscribed. You can actually now, live on the air, get me to 21K. Now, I know that there is 100 of you that haven't subscribed.
Come on,
and
guys.
I'm sure there is over 300 of you that haven't even hit the like button. You can get us to 500 like, and you can get us to 21,000 subscriptions. You can do
Can
it
you
now.
full screen on Chez's face for a second? There's a Fabrizio tweet about Maresca.
Again, that doesn't mean anything again. We've had this all week. That's what I'm saying. It's all smoke screen. If you don't believe me, then believe it.
I said Enzo's gonna join you. I said Enzo.
Listen, Fabrizio, only thing Fabrizio just said was Enzo Maresca, bro. That's all he said, man.
I know everyone likes to
read us the Fabrizio Romano tweet, Shed.
I don't know. Who you think I'm not a news reporter.
It's right there. It's right there. I know you have it on your phone.
Yeah, it actually is here. Actually, this is it actually is here as well.
Read it. It's on your phone.
Oh
no, but what I'm trying to explain to everyone, yeah.
No Zerbi.
Stop waffling and read the fucking chat.
Yeah, Romano tweeted, man.
What am I reading right now? I can't read it.
Enzo Maresca remains keen on the Chelsea job as he's given his availability after positive. This is bullshit. He hasn't said it.
Yeah, man. Let's wait.
No, but it didn't mention Zerbi, so he's just there.
No, that's a bullshit tweet, bro.
Martin, the whole point I'm trying to mention
Fabrizio is tackled news, bro.
Fabrizio is such a tackle.
Thank you. Ahmed and Mo, can I speak quickly? All I'm trying to say is there's a big smoke screen. Two of them have just done it in the same night, and everyone's falling for it. Oh, look, he didn't mention the Zerbi. Mourinho just like put out some news that had no context. It didn't mean anything.
No, it said that
what does it even mean, bro? Or they have to make a final decision. There is no decision yet. That's what I'm trying to say. There is no. I'm not saying all teams getting paid, but when Arsenal fans hear news they don't like, they say he's being paid. When he says news we do like, it's facts. This is how you want to look at it.
I'm not saying it's facts, but I was just enjoying your reaction. You're just sitting there looking for good news.
Because
but
I'm
looking like you guys are fighting for
I'm
McKenna,
panicking.
right?
Look at me. I don't want to butt me manager. Yeah.
Guys, we're actually 9 subs away from 21K subs.
I'm just tired.
You can actually get us there now, guys. Hit the subscription button.
I'm tired. I just want this to end.
Come on.
We're done. Thomas Frank is better than Ange Bullshitisco, I swear.
Well, I wasn't saying this stream, by the way. I was saying my football club.
I'm saying I'm tired of Chelsea. I've been tired of Chelsea's 2019. Bro.
I'm tired of this mode.
Hold on. Abu Alhana. Who is he talking about? Ange is definitely better than Thomas Frank. This is stupid. They're like, we can banter. We can banter, but let's be realistic here. Ange is way better than Thomas Frank. You can't just be talking. And if you're going to say something like this, please make it a $20, $25, $30, $50 super chat.
Abulhana Habibi. Thank you, Habibi from Saudi Arabia.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Abulhana Habibi. AC is saying, well, we dwarf you domestically, not on the same table. He never said anything.
You do.
That's why he clings to the European record like a life raft.
No, I just cling to facts.
CSE.
You cling to the facts that support
he's
what
saying
you
the
want.
Cole Palmer hat trick. Okay, this is the Cole Palmer hat trick at the rainy night against Sturm Graz will hit like a crack.
Will hit like crack.
Guys, wallahi.
Again, I said, inshallah, FFP will save us, man. FFP, you have to save me from what
you can do like Juventus. You know what you guys can do, right?
That's what I'm going to do. That's what you're going to do, man. I hope so.
You can actually say we don't want to play Conference League instead of paying the fine. You know that.
Yeah, man.
That's what Juventus did.
Please, Chelsea, man.
Abdi has. Thank you, Abdi. Only said known Robert Zerbi is the unknown Robert Zerbi.
No, can I read out some news? Basically,
yes, go ahead. Can I do the next one and then you read the news? Scott is saying, Wallahi, if Arsenal had Hamza as a fan, Arsenal would have won a major cup in the last 2 decades. Perhaps Hamza as an Arsenal jersey underneath. Thank you, Scotty.
Basically, today, we got released. Reliable.
Go ahead, Chaz. Go ahead. Read us the news, please.
It basically says something like Enzo and De Zerbi have been emerged as the main candidates for Chelsea. and the leadership don't. There's like frictions in the leadership deciding which one is which. So right now, what you're hearing is Chelsea aren't going to put out. They want Zerbi, who's literally under no contract, could be sued by anybody, to then get rejected by him and look like idiots. So they're not going to say that information. Whereas Enzo has openly been talking about Chelsea to the public and to the media. So that's
apparently,
But Zerbi is
so-
the unknown, right?
Wait.
So, hold on, I thought you said
apparently,
Zerbi.
I
no,
want
yeah.
to hear the rest. Wait, I want to hear the rest.
Yeah. Basically,
ahead.
Zerbi was. Remember 3 days ago you were hearing unknown candidate. Remember that the fourth candidate was unknown. The unknown
Yes.
candidate is Zerbi because they're not going to put out in the news.
No,
we
but
sat
it was
top for
Amarim. Shez, it was Amarim.
No,
No,
it
no,
wasn't.
it was
It wasn't.
Me
Zerbi.
and you talked about this.
It got
No,
revealed
I
today.
was
It got
wrong.
revealed today. It got
I was
revealed
wrong.
today.
It was
that
Zerbi.
it
The
was,
reason why is because we have such a link to Brighton. They don't want to get put out in the news that we've sacked Poch to get another Brighton guy. It's all PR. So they're not going to say that out loud in the public. So that's why they're
You ever
calling
get
it
the feeling
unknown.
like
Wait,
half of
so-
your company doesn't know what they're
wait,
doing?
so
and the other side
basically-
doesn't know what they're doing?
But
Like,
no. So what
Yeah,
happened
but-
basically to explain it like this, Amarin apparently was never involved in the process because according to like our Matt Law, who is like our one of our number one reporters, the fourth guy got revealed today to be Zerbi. Currently, apparently the sporting directors have chosen Enzo Maresca. The sporting directors have chosen him,
And
but
themselves.
clearly,
Here we go.
But however, the ownership Clear Lake, so that's basically Baghdad Iqbali, has he basically prefers Zerbi.
There
So
we go.
the-
To confirm
so-
what I just said, see?
So basically, they're clashing. It's essentially there's like a clash essentially between what the owner wants and what the sporting director wants. And then
So what you're hearing is PR and smokescreen. They're not actually
Exactly.
going to tell you who the real candidate is because if they get rejected by either, it looks like an L on us. So they're giving you out PR from both sides. That's the point.
I really
earlier on,
want
though,
Chelsea to be
one
RTC,
sec.
bro.
Earlier on was the Zerbi PR. Arc is all over the TL. Ask him. Now it's the Enzo. In the morning, you'll probably hear something like the Zerbi is in the mix. He's just not preferred. It'll be something waffle like that. So we actually don't know.
these guys play through
So
balls.
hold on. So
Like
Clear
crazy,
Lake.
man.
So hold on. So Clear Lake is arguing with the sports directors that you guys
It's not going
hired
to
to
be
actually
that deep. Stop
like
arguing.
no, like you guys hire the sports directors to do their job, but yet your ownership is now arguing with them on who they want again. And then when they force Zerbi on the team and then don't allow Zerbi to have power to be able to select his players like he wants to, which is why he has left Brighton, then Zerbi starts to act up again at Chelsea and then loses the locker room because players are now
I'm not-
right.
No, Dale,
Like,
Dale,
it's
Dale,
crazy.
All
It's
this
crazy.
smoke
No, that's
coming
not
out
right.
is
That's not right,
it's
bro.
all this smoke coming out is garbage. It's not.
No,
it's not good.
Yes.
Mo, what I'm trying to say to you, you're agreeing with me. Theo, it's not as like simple as they're arguing. It's more like they might be having internal discussions professionally, and then Enzo's team, his agent, might be speaking to someone in the press, and he's relaying it in more in that kind of way.
I get all of that. What
Suit
I'm
his
saying
client.
is,
That's all it
listen,
is.
Listen, Ches, I hear you and
Yeah.
I understand all that. I'm not saying that they're fighting like loggerheads. No, what I'm saying is your owners prefer Zerbi. Sports directors have picked out Enzo and said this is the person that it should be. If your owners force Zerbi down the throat of the staff and say no, we're the owners, we're bringing in Zerbi, you have overshadowed the people that you hire to do the job. They will feel belittled. Now Zerbi is now going to be the owner's manager, and those people working in that same place will start to clash with the coach because they forced you down our throats. Secondly, Zerbi has said the reason he's leaving Brighton is he wants more managerial power. He doesn't want to just be a coach. And you guys have already said on your side that you're looking for somebody who is more of a coach than a manager, right? Somebody who will do all the work and he should just focus on the football. It is going to become a clash in the future. As good as Zerbi is, as much as I rate him, I'm just saying all that toxicity that you're seeing, management forcing somebody down the rest of the team, saying, okay, this is who we prefer, without allowing them or consider, like you see it happen in business. You bring somebody from outside in another position, the other staff, the other guys are like, you know what? We see that the CEOs.
The irony is that Ahmed is going through
it's
the
crazy.
same stuff.
That's all I'm saying. So hey,
Ahmed's
I'm
over
not
there.
saying
wondering
that-
which manager he's gonna have.
Abul Hana's saying, Dayo Habibi, you're a waffler based on what? Tell me. I thought he was talking about your.
Again, sorry, Somali Flame. Joe Shields does not have a say on who is the manager. He is a chief scout. All he does is scouting. He doesn't get a say on who's going to become the next manager.
Dayo, why is Ange Postecoglou better than Thomas Frank? That's the question of Abul Hana. Simple, quickly.
Oh, I mean, if you take just look, I mean, let's just look at the barest minimum. Look at the table, and look at the football that they play.
Okay,
Simple.
fair
I'm
enough,
not even going to argue.
fair
Just look at the barest minimum. Let's not even try and go. If we start going
Listen,
into
people.
details now, we'll be here for forever. He's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than
Oh,
him.
guys,
Take a look at the
I
number
want to
of trophies
appreciate.
they've won.
Appreciate everyone that joined us. Of course, Shez, Hamza, Casual FC, Ahmed, of course, right? Dio, banter on the pitch, and Martin, AA United, who are going live right after this, right?
Oh,
Right
I'm also just quickly. I'm also gonna go live in 10 minutes.
Okay.
As well.
You're talking about. You're gonna talk about the news.
Yeah,
Casual
listen,
FC is.
It's
in
not
the
Casual FC
description.
though. It's not Casual FC. That's a different channel. For me, it's the Bridge 258. That's my channel, by the way. So
Okay, I need to add it then.
The Bridge 258.
Yeah. The Bridge
What area
258.
code?
Let me
What
add
area
it.
code is that?
It's not a record. It's just
No, I thought what area code? Area code. The 258.
It's not an area code. It's just
okay. Sorry, my bad.
YouTube gave it to me. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. So
It sounded like an area code, like for example, Nigeria is 234. So if
I hear you, bro.
yeah, kind of like plus 44 is UK. So I'm like, okay, I thought it was like an area code or something or somewhere.
No.
Ahmed, can you type it in the chat, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you now, bro.
All of you that are in the chat right now, yeah, go and subscribe. Let's get to 21,000 first tonight. Let's just get there first tonight, and then like the video, share it. And if you don't know, I have superpowers.
It's in private chat.
If you don't like the video, I'll appear in your dreams. I have powers like that. Let me just let you know now. You hear me?
I was gonna brag about being Enzo being assistant coach at Pep. What they're gonna use that word? He used to be assistant coach at Mikel Arteta. They're gonna milk that. You know that.
You know they will.
I'm actually subscribed to.
Have you got 21K yet, Mo, or what? Or are these guys in the chat just slacking?
I am actually. We're one subscriber away.
One.
And one
on.
subscriber
Just hit the
away. Believe it or
guys.
not, one subscriber away.
But yeah, guys, stop moving like Chelsea. That don't know which coach they want. We know what we want here. 21K. The one subscriber.
Anyway,
go ahead.
hit that like button, people. Let's like the video.
We're gonna win the
Finally, we're 3 likes away from 500 likes, and we just hit 21K. So yeah.
Right.
In
Thank
25
you.
seconds.
Appreciate everyone here. Thank you, guys.
Good on you, son.
And Ahmed is gonna go start the show now.
Oh man.
Ahmed, of course, Bridge is gonna start his show. Thank you, Shez. Thank you, everybody. Dayo, Hamza, Martin, Ahmed, and Will. Absolutely appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.